Showtime in the stadium, lights so bright we can't sit still. Hot dogs and a cold chill, we go wild just for the thrill. Cheerleaders doing their dance, crowd in a football trance. Friends and beers in every hand, living life like we planned. Let's step and go, we won't slow down in this wild football show. Let's step and go, we'll make some noise in this big crowd we know.
What's going on, guys? Welcome, one and all, to today's live stream. What's up, everyone? We've got a good day today. A good day for a great day has slowly started to become a mantra that we use a lot on this channel, and I'm feeling that today. Feeling very, very good today. You can see we are at an even number, nice round 148.100. Heading into today's game, the goal for today's live stream will be to pick up 100 subscribers. That's the target. Let's see if we can hit that. What's up, CJ Banning? What's going on, Robert Zamora? How you doing, Crystal Padilla? She says, how about them Cowboys, sir? What's going on, Crystal? How you doing, girl? Welcome in. Fist bumps to you. Let's go. I got Gary Streen in the chat. Dave Olaf saying, yeah, baby, it's showtime. It's showtime, Dave. It is showtime. LJ Deslaya says, what's up? Space Explorer is in the chat. Mr. Robert Zamora, how are you, sir? I see you in here today. Looks like Stim Medical. My feet hurt. What's up, dude? Welcome back. My feet hurt. Joe Romo is in. Hazer420 is in. What up, Hazer? Thirdson saying, hello, Mario. What's up, Third Son? How you doing? Welcome today. Bear Schweiger. I got AZ Saturner. Mrs. Jagular, Earth Citizen, Freddie V, Steven. Steven, what's going on, Steven? Hold on, we got to get this chat overlay situation figured out here really quick. Cool. So chat overlay, Freddie. How you doing, Freddie? Welcome in, my friend. All right, man. So another day. Another preseason game. This is the final preseason game of Week 2 preseason, guys. And Week 3 is on the horizon. We'll talk about that. Actually, we could take a quick look at that right now. We might as well, right? Next week, 4 games. The games we'll be covering next week. We will see the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Buffalo Bills. That'll be Thursday night football, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Then Friday night football, yes, you heard that right. It's Dallas Cowboys hosting the New Orleans Saints. Saturday, we're going to be doing 2 games, a doubleheader on Saturday, guys. So Saturday, Lions at Colts, followed by, we're going to cover the Titans again here in preseason, guys, but Bears at Titans that time. 2 games on Saturday, and that'll be it, man. After Saturday, August 29th, we will not see another game of football until Wednesday, September 9th for Game 1 of this NFL season. Let's freaking go, baby. We've got the NFL season right around the corner here. Nate, what's going on? Nate the Great McFly saying, how we doing, football fans? Nate the Great. How are you doing, man? How are you? Tommy Braskett, what's up, dude? We got G-Meds in the chat. Let's go. G-Meds with the American flag right behind him. Nice backdrop. Shout-outs to one of our rising stars on the channel, Real Bill P. How are you, Bill? Bill. Ricky Manyhides, hello. Tracy Simmons, what's going on? Go, Nicole. How are you, Nicole? Saying Who Dat Nation. Nikki saying Detroit versus everybody. Yeah, I don't have the world's highest expectations. I feel like the Detroit Lions dropped off too much after losing Aaron Glenn and Ben Johnson, but we'll talk about the Lions next week when we cover their game. Let's talk about today's matchup, ladies and gentlemen, the Seahawks and the Tennessee Titans. The Seattle Seahawks, last season, Super Bowl champions. Got to give them credit where it's due. They finished last year, regular season record of 14-3. They were the number 1 defense in the NFL, and I said it multiple times, and many of you thought I was cuckoo bananas for saying it. Legion of Boom 2.0. And they proved it, man. I was not far off from that expectation there. On that side, I'm proud of myself. On the other side, I'm also disappointed that I was not able to predict how good Sam Darnold was going to be. Last season, this offense was tops, man. This offense was really, really good here, too. So offensively and defensively, I mean, bro, this has Super Bowl winning championship team written all over it. You are scoring almost 30 points and giving up half of that. Yeah, you're going to win a lot of games, and that's exactly what Seattle did last season. Consistency across the board here as well. Yards per game. Last year in 2025, this Seattle team ranked 7th both offensively and defensively. You can see those numbers right there. When it came to yards per play, again, offensively and defensively inside the top 6. Third down conversion percentage, ladies and gentlemen. Offensively, there were some hiccups and bumps along that road for Sam Darnold and company. Defensively, however, no team was better at stopping the opponents on third downs, giving up a percentage rate at less than 1 out of 3 attempts being converted. That's really, really good. You're going to get a lot of 3-and-outs in a game. Teams are not going to be able to drive the football unless they're picking up first down, second down, first down, second down, because when you get to third down, chances are you are not going to convert against this Seahawks defense. The numbers do not lie. Looks like Timothy says it's time to hydrate. What's going on, Tim? And thank you for the super, Timothy Michaels, first on the super chat list here today. I think I'm going to start taking note of all the super chats that start coming in, guys. I just want to make sure that I'm giving you guys the credit for y'all's donations and y'all's support. This support means a lot to us. Again, we never ask for them, but I do want to recognize those of you who do support, regardless of how you support, whether it's hitting the like button, being subscribed to the channel, sharing this content. All of those are free versions as well. That's all we ask for here. So thank you to all the channel members as well. Courtney, Robert, I see y'all. Susan as well. Hello, Susan, saying Seahawks today. Tommy Braskett also in that bracket here. Tommy Braskett says, I'm going to have 2 different YouTube channels going tonight. Curious, Tommy. Who's the second? Who's the second, Tommy? Not that it bothers me. Just curious. DSB, welcome in. Earth Citizen says, go Titans. Ashley Deverick, how are you? Another rising star on the channel. Ashley, welcome in. We got Steve saying hello, saying, oh, hi. Hi, Steve. How are you, bro? Nice, dude. Now we've got Canada checking into the chat. We got people all over this northern hemisphere right now. Rock and roll. Hank, I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking. Hank says, how you doing? How you doing, Hank? I hope your day is going very, very well. CJ Banning has checked in. Looks like David Bacco is in the chat too. What up, David Bacco? Sweet, man. Thanks, Earth Citizen. You mean a lot to me too, man. Honestly, I don't know where I would be if it was not for this community coming back for more, so I appreciate y'all more than you know. It's an honor and a privilege to be live. All right, let's we just talked about these stats. Let's keep the train rolling. Defensively, one of the best teams inside of the red zone. Offensively, not so great inside the red zone. That's what I expected out of Sam Darnold, but outside of the red zone woes, the rest of it was pretty good in the 2025 campaign. This team for this 2026 season, there are some issues right now brewing for the Seattle Seahawks. Not as bad as what we just heard for the Raiders. For those of y'all who are doing fantasy football, check your lineups. If you've got Ashton Genty, apparently he could not put weight on his leg today, so that's not good. Ashton Genty could be out for some time. We'll see what that injury is. Anyways, here for the Seattle Seahawks, though, nothing to do with the Raiders, but for the Seattle Seahawks, Zach Charbonnet is actually ruled as out for today. We will probably see some Jadarian Price, George Holani. Emmanuel Wilson is questionable. That's going to be the running back room for the Seattle Seahawks. We probably won't see much of Sam Darnold, if any. Drew Lock and Jalen Milroe probably going to be your quarterbacks here today. Jackson Smith and Jigba, Cooper Kupp, and Rashid Shaheed, your 3 wide receivers in Seattle. And A.J. Barner going to be your tight end number 1. A.J. Barner, Elijah Arroyo, Eric Saubert, and Nick Vannett on that roster bubble. Offensive line for the Seattle Seahawks. On the left tackle side, Charles Cross, Gray Zabel, Jalen Sundell, Anthony Bradford, and Abraham Lucas make up the offensive line, protecting Sam Darnold and getting that push for the Seattle Seahawks offense. Defensively, the Seattle Seahawks are based in a 3-4 system here. Leonard Williams, Byron Murphy, and Jaron Reed. Jaron Reed are going to be your front three. Your linebacker squad on the left side, DeMarcus Lawrence. This is actually on the weak side, so he'll be your weak side linebacker, and depending on what the offense shows here, either Lawrence or Nwosu are going to be swapping sides, whether the weak side or the strong side is, on the left or the right. Anyways, inside linebackers for today. Your left inside linebacker is Drake Thomas. Your right inside linebacker is Ernest Jones. This is where the tackle machines happen. These are going to be the guys that help get that pass rush and make sure that the flats are taken care of. This is where we're going to see those inside linebacker tackles as they try to plug in these gaps right here and make sure the running backs aren't getting some easy yardage. Outside on the corners for this Seahawks 3-4 defense. Left corner, Devin Witherspoon. Right corner, Josh Joby. Free safety in this case today is going to be Julian Love, and the strong safety is Ty Okada. That makes up the defense now for the Seattle Seahawks. And again, arguably one of the best defenses, if not the best defense in the NFL. Sweet. Head coach here, Mike Macdonald. Ladies and gentlemen, 2 years already here with the Seattle Seahawks. He did just win a Super Bowl last season. 24 regular season wins and just 10 regular season losses. Not half bad, if I do say so myself. So pretty good there for Mike Macdonald. And this is the man who is the captain of this ship. Let's see which way this ship goes. That is the away team. Home team today is Tennessee. Now, very different story for Tennessee. They were not anywhere near sniffing the Super Bowl last year. They finished this season at 3-14, and it was bad. If it wasn't embarrassing enough, this is probably the worst offense. At least last year was probably the worst offense in the NFL, but they have made a lot of changes here. Defensively, honestly, not great, but better than the Dallas Cowboys last year, so self-burn. Okay, offensive numbers here. Last season, the Tennessee Titans only managed to put up 16 points per game. That is really, really bad. That's a bottom 3 team in the NFL. Yards per game offensively could barely muster up 260. Yards per play last season, averaging 4.5 yards per play, less than. Third down conversion, they were second to last in the league, converting third downs at a 31% success rate. That is less than 1 out of every 3 times. And inside of the red zone, ladies and gentlemen, red zone scoring here for the Tennessee Titans, actually at 57%. So they didn't get into the red zone often, but when they do, they score more often than not. Okay, let's see. I just heard something pop off in my headphones. Looks like a super chat coming in from Jerry Newman saying, "Go Hawks." Shout out to Jerry. Thank you, Jerry. Appreciate you. Fist bumps to you. All right. I'm going to leave this up right now for just a moment. Someone says, "Let me go get a Big Mac," says Hank Warner. William Hodge says, "Spoon got paid." Yes, Witherspoon absolutely just got paid. As a matter of fact, he's now the highest paid corner in the NFL. I think it's $132 million over the next 4 years with $100 million guaranteed. And in case you guys are wondering who we're talking about, it's this guy right here. This dude right here. Someone in the chat just said Spoon got paid. It was William Hodge. Yes, William Hodge. This man just signed a $130 million 4-year contract. So I expect him to be pretty good this year. Anyways, that's on the Seahawks side of the football. Tennessee Titans, rough season last year. The good news is that there's nowhere to go but up. Tennessee Titans offense in 2026, Cam Ward and Tony Pollard going to be the main two behind that line of scrimmage, behind that offensive line. Tajay Spears still in the mix. Nicholas Singleton going to be the running back 3, and it looks like Michael Carter is going to be running back number 4. I don't know how much Cam Ward we're going to see. Mitch Trubisky, Will Levis, and Hendon Hooker are actually going to be the backup quarterbacks here, and I don't think all 4 of them will stay on this roster. Will Levis is legitimately in danger of losing his spot on an NFL squad. So he's currently listed as 3rd. He'll have to show up and be better than Hendon Hooker to stay on this roster. Will Levis, man, a lot of people were very high on Will Levis when he came into this league, and all of that has faded now. So, oh, that's hot tea, but it's good. That's good tea. All right, guys, couple of changes here. Wan'Dale Robinson is now one of the wide receivers for this Tennessee Titans offense. Carnell Tate, however, is the guy we're really looking at. It's going to be Carnell Tate and the aging Calvin Ridley. Now, Carnell Tate probably going to be the wide receiver 1 on this squad. He is listed as that wide receiver 1. And it's going to be interesting. See if this guy can do anything coming into the league. I mean, he's the number 4 overall pick in the NFL draft, guys. If you did not follow the NFL draft, just know that we don't normally see top 5 picks being a skill position like wide receiver or running back. So when that happens, it's a big deal, just like it was a massive deal when Kyle Pitts was drafted that early. So Carnell Tate is supposed to be that guy, not just another wide receiver. He's supposed to be that guy. At 6'2", 192 pounds, coming out of Ohio State. I do expect big things for Carnell Tate. Maybe Cam Ward and him can get some good rapport with one another. That's the goal here for the Tennessee Titans. It wasn't really there last season. Gunnar Helm is going to be the tight end for the Tennessee Titans offense, and the offensive line for Tennessee. Dan Moore on left tackle. Peter Skoronski going to be your left guard. At center, number 51, Austin Schlottman. At right guard, number 73, Fernando Carmona. And I've actually got the wrong offensive lineman right here. Looks like Fernando Carmona is going to be getting the start. Cordell Volson is actually going to be, or Cordell Volson is probably going to be the main starter for this season. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Seems to be a battle because this was literally updated like 2 days ago. So unless ESPN's got it wrong, or unless coaching staff really is not sure who that starting left or right guard is going to be, this actually could be changing. This will be something that we watch to see. We'll keep an eye on the offensive line today for the Tennessee Titans and see what kind of push they can generate. I'll make that a focal point of my play calling today. And J.C. Latham as your right tackle in this Tennessee Titans offense. Okay, let's take a look at the defense for Tennessee. John Franklin Myers going to be your left defensive end. Your right defensive end is Jermaine Johnson II, with your 2 tackles in this 4-3 base defense. Left defensive tackle, Jeffrey Simmons. Right defensive tackle, Jordan Elliott. Your linebacker core here in the 4-3 defense. Weak side linebacker, Cedric Gray. Middle linebacker today is Cody Barton. And strong side linebacker is James Williams Sr. Your 2 safeties in the back here. You'll see Amani Hooker, who's up on the far side there as the strong safety, and your free safety over here is going to be Kevin Winston. Your 2 corners for today, left corner Cordell Flott, right corner Alante Taylor. This makes up the Tennessee Titans defense, and a lot of people, including myself, did not really follow the Tennessee Titans all that much last year. Luckily for me, and I guess all of us here, I do have a cheat sheet that we can take a quick look at. And the man that you really want to focus on, I would say, has to be, there's a few here. So, right now, Gray, he has 164 tackles. That was last season. 97 of those were solo. Guys, Cedric Gray was second in the NFL when it came to solo tackles with 97 solo. That's pretty crazy, and another that's a massive tackle count for anybody. That's a huge thumbs up for the Tennessee Titans defense. When it comes to sacks, last season, the most sacks came out of Simmons, your defensive tackle here. He actually had double-digit sacks with 11 sacks last year. should have kickoff here in about 9 minutes. So just keep that in mind for this Titans defense. He also managed to force 3 fumbles last year. Tennessee Titans, they might have come off a really bad year, but this could be one of the bounce-back teams in a very, very weak division. I've also got some more. I think it's positive news. I really like Robert Saleh, and Robert Saleh is the new head coach for this Tennessee Titans squad. Now, even though he looks a little bit like King Xerxes from 300, he's a cheerful, jolly guy. As far as I know, his defenses have always been elite. That's why the Jets' defense was so solid. Offense was obviously terrible. But the Jets had some pretty good defensive players out there, including Sauce Gardner. Like, he's got an eye for that kind of stuff. He was also the defensive coordinator for the San Francisco 49ers, so we know that Robert Saleh can – if anyone can work those 2 players that we just talked about on the defensive side, it's this guy. Let's see what the offense does here in 2026. Dave says, why? ? Tighten up, says 901 Thumble. Let's see. William Hodge says, Hawks should win this game. Yeah, they definitely should. Seattle isn't playing any starters, my dog. Kendrick, yeah, we're not – the list that I had here wasn't for their starters. It's literally just the starters we're expecting this season. Let's see. We have a Keurig machine. Reading some more of these. There's going to be a layout. Seattle not even caring during preseason. Well, that's what's going to make it fun. Xerxes. I think Saleh's a good coach. Hope he does well, says Owl on the Prowl. Blue Dream says, yep. Tell him this is Sparta. Welcome to the newbie, says Joe Romo. Go Tennessee, says Charles Cannon. Okay, do we have any Tennessee Titans fans? Are there any Tennessee Titans fans in this chat here today? Raise your hand. Let me know. Drop some light blue. Drop some blue, some white. Drop some green for the Seattle Seahawks if you're a Seahawks fan. Let's see. Will there be any slime heads in the audience? Robert Zamora says Titans. Mash the like button. Rockman Drums says LOL. Nope. Preseason is like March Madness for football. It's all about those trying to get into the show. Says Yowman Adventures. What up, Yowman? Robert Zamora raising his hand for the old Houston Oilers who moved to Tennessee. Clash of the Titans. Remember the Titans. 901 Humble checks in as a Titans fan. What up, 901? I see you, brother. Doesn't count if I'm a Memphis fan. Uriah drops the green for the Seattle Seahawks. Janet Jones is a Seahawks fan. AZ Saturner checking in for the Seahawks today. We don't have a Titans logo, says Robert Zamora. Thank you, Robert, for the update. Okay, let's go ahead and get that fixed. Yeah, guys, it's still preseason, man. It's still preseason. And I am expecting this game to be on any minute here, but I don't see it on my TV just yet. Kickoff is scheduled for 7 p.m. Let's see, let's pop back over here. Let's go to settings. No, we got to go to studio first. I'm going to make a quick change right here for Robert. I got you, man. Let's see, memberships. Let's go to badges and emojis. Emojis. We're also covering them like twice. So let's get rid of the Cardinals one. Replace image. We'll do Titans logo. Titans new logo, by the way. Yep, Titans new logo. All right, you can go ahead and refresh your page here, and you should be able to see it now. Sweet. All right. Well, then, so the pregame slides are not done yet. We got a few more here to run through. Kickoff is scheduled in about 5 minutes, but I got Gordon Ramsay on my TV screen for whatever reason. So we'll have to make a quick change. It's preseason. Backups are in, guys, says David Bacco. Michael Larnino says, hey, your show's pretty decent. Watched you make a few calls last year. Preseason, we play our seconds and thirds mostly. No ones last week. Yeah, I mean, we did see some ones last night, right? We did cover some ones yesterday. No Dak Prescott. We did get to see Joe Milton. But for the Arizona Cardinals, I think they actually started Gardner Minshew. Maybe next week we'll see a couple of ones. Probably not, but we'll be live next week anyway, so we'll find out soon enough. All right, guys, Sam Darnold, last year, 4,048 passing yards. Cam Ward, last season, 3,169. Rushing yards, advantage for Cam Ward. Total touchdowns, advantage for Sam Darnold. Ward threw half the interceptions that Darnold threw. That being said, Sam Darnold did have a higher completion percentage and far fewer sacks taken. Half the sacks taken is Cam Ward. When you're getting bagged 55 times and end up being the most sacked quarterback in the league, not a good place to be. You definitely want an improvement on that offensive line. Sam Darnold last season, a passer rating of 99.1 compared to 80. And I'll give the advantage to Sam Darnold. Do not sleep on Sam. Sam, I am. Okay, defensive comparison between both sides. As I mentioned last year, the Seattle Seahawks were probably the best team in the NFL, averaging just 16.9 points conceded per game. Meanwhile, the Tennessee Titans gave up 28 points per game, putting them in the bottom 5. Rushing yards allowed per game, the Seahawks defense was top 3, giving up less than 100 rushing yards. When it came to passing yards allowed, the Seahawks had the football thrown on them quite a bit, but the defense was still very good. The Tennessee Titans, not so much, giving up over 230 yards per game. When it came to turnovers forced, the Seattle Seahawks forced twice as many turnovers as the Tennessee Titans last year. And when it came to sacks per game, a slight edge in that category as well for the Seattle Seahawks front 7. All right. Let's see. For ones in Dallas last week. Right. Okay, let's see. Seahawks starters are in bubble wrap tonight. Did you guys see that clip of Christian McCaffrey, his leg being wrapped up the entire season? Your entire fantasy season is running on duct tape right now. Just riding on that. All right, guys, running back comparison right now. Hey, Darnold, says Blue Dream. I got to make sure that my TV's on the right channel. It's starting to sketch me out that we are this close to showtime, and I've got just random commercials scrolling by here. So give me 1 second. I'll be right back. It says it's on this channel, guys. It says it's on this channel, so I don't know. We'll have to just wait and see. Hey, you asked for it is in the chat saying, what's up, y'all? 901 Thumble saying Titans versus Cowboys November 22nd. Says 901. That should be a win for Dallas. You watch NFL Slime Time on Nickelodeon or no? I do not. I do not. I was going to say Tua, question mark, says Jack. Okay. The dark side, we just took a look at the run game right now, guys. Those of y'all who actually read the stat board while I had stepped away, you'll notice that the Tennessee Titans were not very good on the ground and that the Seattle Seahawks were slightly above average, I would say. I'd say slightly above average there, above average for the Seattle Seahawks run game. Zach Charbonnet is dealing with some injuries still, so we will see who's going to be the number 1 running back. A lot of people believe Jadarian Price might take over that spot that Kenneth Walker left vacant. I don't have a problem with Jadarian Price. I think he'll be just fine in that role, but we'll have to see how quickly he can step in and learn the offense for the Seattle Seahawks. Receiver game comparison, we all know Jackson Smith-Njigba was absolutely fantastic last year. We don't know what to expect out of Carnell Tate this year, but it should help improve these numbers for sure for the Tennessee Titans. I mean, it couldn't have gotten too much worse. If you want to consider this to be a good statistic, you can, but in reality, guys, passing play percentage to me just says how in control of the game are you. And when you have to pass the football 62% of the time and you're only running the football very infrequently because you're constantly trying to catch up because you're always behind, or you could be the team that's always ahead and hardly have to hand off the football or hand it off 50% of the time, and that makes your offense way more balanced. The true testament are these two numbers right here. Completion percentage for these wide receivers, the catch rate for these wide receivers, and the yards per reception for these wide receivers. And the Tennessee Titans were flat out bad. The Seattle Seahawks, 66.6% completion rate right there for the Seahawks offense overall. So the receiving rate there for the Seattle Seahawks, and yards per reception, 8.3 on average as a team as a whole. Big numbers there. All right, let's see. Game is starting on Fox, says the Loud House. I got it on right now. Let's see, because you cheer us up, says Joe Romo. Awesome. Good. I hope that everyone watching has a smile on their face. The Actual Factual Wisdom says, what's up, bro? Love from Dallas, Texas. What's up, dude? How are you, my friend? Welcome in, Actual Factual. All right, guys, they are introducing the players. We are in Nashville, Tennessee for this game. I'm in San Antonio. We have not talked about this just yet here. That is basically all of those stats, but I do need to change one thing. Blow this away and this away. Okay. Seattle Seahawks. Next week, Friday, 7 p.m., guys, they will be playing against the Kansas City Chiefs, but then for week 1. Week 1 is Wednesday, September 9th. It's actually, I believe, at 7:20 p.m. Central Standard Time. Patriots at Seahawks for the Super Bowl rematch of last year. So that'll be week 1. Week 2, Arizona Cardinals. Week 3, Washington Commanders. And week 4, Los Angeles Chargers. My question to you, what will the Seahawks record be after 1, 2, 3, 4 games? What will the Seattle Seahawks record be after 4 games? Let's see. I hope so. I hope so, Steve. I hope so. If I knew they lied, Darnold is starting. Please get him out fast, says Dabs. CeeDee Lamb is woke, says Victor. We know. Old Music City. Yes, you're right. Joe Romo, I'll always cheer up. Let's see. Tax Money, says Victor. 0-4, says Robert. No way. 4-0 maybe, Robert. Not 0-4. Janet says 3-1. I can see 3-1. I mean, if they drop a game, it's this one, but I don't know that they will. I don't know that they will. Thomas, what's going on? Janet said 3-1. Space says 4-0. Hank says 0-17. 17 ties in a row. Laid Back thinks 2-2. So you're thinking they'd probably win these two in weeks 3 and 4, I would guess. In weeks 2 and 3. Commanders could be tough this year too, man. Commanders could definitely be tough this year as well. But we'll see. Jerry says 3-1. Michael says 4-0. Earth Citizen believes 2-2. Undefeated Go Hawks, says G. Alexander. All right. Well, how about the other side here, guys? The Tennessee Titans schedule. All right. Next week for preseason, we actually will be covering this game. Bears at Titans. So we'll be live to cover Tennessee one more time. Opening kickoff is coming up here in just a moment. But week 1 for the Tennessee Titans, they will be, I hate to say it, but evenly matched there with the New York Jets, and a great way for Robert Saleh to kick off his year after being head coach for that New York Jets team for quite some time. Then in week 2, they've got the Eagles. Okay, things could get ugly quickly here. Week 3, we'll know who the Giants are by then. Right now, both those teams finished with a 3-14 record, so if we're going strictly based off of last year, this could be anybody's game. And then in week 4, they've got the Ravens. So realistically speaking here for the Tennessee Titans, I think best case scenario is that they go 2-2 after the first 4. That I think is best case scenario. Thanks, Ashley. I maybe overdid it. I don't know. Still trying to figure out what kind of energy we want to bring to the channel, man. Ashley says I look fly. I look super professional today. Oh, you know, we're just hanging out in the new threads, just kicking it Just kidding. These are all hand-me-down threads or second chance threads. Thank you, Joe Romo. Cheers, cheers, cheers. 4-0. Need you ask, says AZ Saturner. 1-3 for the Titans, says VIP Beastie. 2-2 after 4, says David Bacco. 901 Thumble thinks 2-2. 2-2 after 4, says Janet Jones. Man. So I'll tell you this. I'm also very optimistic for this year for the New York Giants. I do think that they are going to take a big step forward. I do not think they will make the playoffs, even though they got John Harbaugh as their head coach. But I do think the Giants are going to take a step forward. I can't imagine the Tennessee Titans being in the basement for too long. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see, right? A slew of head coaches coming in this season, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, we saw a lot of coaches lose their jobs last year. And we saw a lot of coaches get hired around the league. Robert Saleh to Tennessee, John Harbaugh to the New York Giants, Kevin Stefanski out to the Atlanta Falcons. Clint Kubiak, we can erase this right there. Just let me just go ahead and just erase that real quick. Now, Kevin Stefanski is now the head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders. Mike McCarthy, Steelers head coach. Mike LaFleur is the head coach of the Cardinals now. Todd Monken of the Browns. Jesse Mintner takes over in place of John Harbaugh in Baltimore. Jeff Hafley leaves the Packers to go and be the head coach in Miami, and Joe Brady now takes over for the Buffalo Bills. Is that going to be forward or backwards momentum, forward or backward progress? I don't know, but one thing's for sure. We're going to find out this year, dude. We're going to find out. Lots of international games coming up this year. These are all the last year's playoff pictures. Oh, I forgot I even had that slide. What else I got in here? Oh, yeah, last year's accolades. How about last year's MVP in Matt Stafford? Last year's Offensive Player of the Year in Jackson Smith in Jigba? Last year's Defensive Player of the Year in Myles Garrett, who's now a Ram? Offensive Rookie of the Year in Tetiroa McMillan? Oh, yeah. How about Defensive Rookie of the Year in Carson Schweisinger? Protector Award. Dude, the Chicago Bears were really good. Now, this one, if you guys have been keeping up with the whole scandal surrounding Mike Vrabel, he goes from Coach of the Year to Blunder of the Offseason, if you will. Yeah, a couple other awards here. Comeback Player of the Year in Christian McCaffrey. Walter Payton Man of the Year award goes to Bobby Wagner, and Josh McDaniels Assistant Coach of the Year here for the for that award as well. Okay, cool. So that's just about everything. What else? What other slides do I have hiding in here? Oh, yeah. VIP channel members, thank you, each and every one of you. Much love to all of our channel members. One of the ways that y'all can help support this channel is through memberships. Brandy, Courtney, Gary, Jerry, I see you, JT, John Hines, Ludo Miss, Lorinda, Robert Zamora, Steve, Val. I love you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much for your continued support, and there are more people that we need to move on this list right now. But shout out to everybody at the championship level. Shout out to everyone at the touchdown level. I see y'all in this chat right now. Tracy says, what happened, spammers? Spammers coming in. Vrabel got his. He's not complaining, says AZ Saturner. NFL is silent on the Coach of the Year fraud, says Blue Dream. Hello, Joe Romo. Hello, Dave. Talon, I see you in the chat. Lee Case saying remember to like and subscribe, playa. Greetings, Saul. Saul Bass says hello. Real Bill says touchdown level, touchdown level. Real Bill says touchdown level. Looks like we'll have to add Real Bill to this list here. This is after the 90-day mark, but I do need to update this. I actually haven't updated this in the past probably like month and a half now at this point. Maybe a little bit longer, but Real Bill, I'll add you to this list as well if you're not currently on it. PQR. I don't have you on the list right now, but I will add you to the list after today. Pinkies. Pinkies, bro. Pinkies. All right, I'm ready for this game to start. I'm sure you guys are ready for this game to start here, too. A little hot up in here. Might have to take off the swagoo. Might have to take off the swagoo. Welcome to touchdown, says Real Bill. Let's go, Real Bill. Welcome to touchdowns to Real Bill. Dude, I see you, man. Fist bumps, bro. Let's go. Squad, let's go. Well, that's great. That's a good way to start today's game. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for your continued support. Here's the kickoff. It's going to the the Titans will kick off, and the Seattle Seahawks will bring this one out. Tackle looks like it'll be made at around the 20, maybe the 21-yard line. It's 1st and 10 coming up for the Seattle Seahawks. Cool. Let's go ahead and switch this over. Scroll this up just a hair. Jump into our game tracker over here. And blow all of this up. Sweet. Cool, cool, cool. Tight, tight, tight. Deja ver. I got to open up one more. All right, Seattle Seahawks, ladies and gentlemen, are on the field right now. Drew Lock is the starting quarterback today for Seattle. Lined up at the 21-yard line. The snap comes in. It's a handoff and a run to the left-hand side. A 4-yard pickup for Cody White results in a 2nd down and 6. The clock starts to tick. Guys, welcome to today's game. Make sure I've got all of my trackers and data available for you. Welcome to touchdowns to Bill. Drew Lock is the man, says Blue Dream. Blue Dream or Blue Steam. Here's a look to the right, a throw to the right, and the catch is made by White again. This time, White makes the grab, and this will result in a 1st down now. It's Jacardia White who makes the catch. Jacardia White makes the grab this time. All right. So 1st and 10 coming up right now for this Seattle Seahawks squad. The clock is ticking. 14 minutes here left to go. The football is at the 33-yard line. Drew Lock in an I formation on the right hash will step back. Motion on the field, a handoff to his running back. Looks like the second carry here is going to be a short one as Jacardia White only picks up 3 yards on the play. This will bring up a 2nd down and 7. Keeps the clock ticking here as well. 2nd down and 7. The football at the Seattle 36-yard line. Scrolling by at the bottom of the screen, ladies and gentlemen, is the spread for today's game. Easy enough. Right-hand side, I got some stats for you. Let's scroll this down just a hair. Drew Lock out of the shotgun takes the snap at the 35-yard line, looks to the left, a little delayed right there. He does connect on the left-hand side. The tackle is made at about the 30. It's loss of yardage. However, a flag came in and stopped the play. So let's find out what the flag is here first. They're calling this illegal contact on the defense. So that's going to be a 5-yard penalty and an automatic 1st down coming up here for the Seattle Seahawks. Seahawks pick up a 1st down off of a penalty. Illegal contact against. I was going to say, it sounds awfully quiet. Didn't even realize what was going on with my music there. All right, 13 minutes here left to go. We start the clock. Football, after the penalty, has been moved to about the 40, maybe the 41. Drew Lock takes it on the right hash. Plenty of time. Looks to the right, throws to the right. Catch is made and a gain of about 6 this time. Call it 5 as Velus Jones Jr. makes the catch. 1st and 10 from the Seattle 41 becomes 2nd down and 5 at the Seattle 46. 2nd down and 5, Seattle 46. Here we go. 12 and a half minutes left to play in the first quarter of this game. Some additional stats down here. In the shotgun again, Drew Lock on the right hash, waits for the snap. The Titans defense is showing blitz. They are going to rush, and they're not going to get the tackle behind that line of scrimmage. Jones Jr., Velus Jones Jr. picks up another 4 yards, folks. This will bring up a 3rd down. Okay, 3rd down. Can the Tennessee Titans get the stop? We're about to find out here. 12 minutes left to go. Game is early on right now. 3rd down and 1. The football is at the 50-yard line. So smack dab in the middle of the field. Drew Lock in a single back formation, steps back, and we've got motion. Play action, a nice check block, a throw to the left, the catch while on the run. It's there. Elijah Arroyo makes the grab. It's good for a Seattle Seahawks first down. Seattle makes the catch on the left-hand side. Elijah Arroyo makes the catch, and Seattle looking good. What's up, guys? How y'all doing? Medical, did you say you're in Mesa? Russell, what's going on? Hey, guys, real quick, did you smash that like button yet? Let's drag people in here, man. Smash that like button. Let's get as many folks in here as we can. Looks like there seems to be, unfortunately, a probable injury here. Let's stop this clock as well. This might send us to our first commercial break, guys. I do need to change one other thing. Let's do this one there. Cool. Okay, yeah, we might have an injury here. So please stand by. 11:39 on the clock. Just going to add a little bit of time. They're doing an ACL check on the field there. They're moving that knee back and forth to see if there's any looseness of those ligaments. Jared says first down. Arroyo, like in Fallout 2. Arroyo like in Fallout 2, says Blue Dream. Tighten up, says Earth Citizen. The Titans could stand to tighten up a little bit. Maybe that defense would give up less yards. Let's put the possession needle where it goes. The Seattle Seahawks on the opening drive of this game have controlled the field this entire way. So the Seahawks have controlled the field this entire way. Looks like we're about to get a big play here, guys. In the huddle, Drew Lock looking at his wrist. Break. They line up here. Lined up this time at the 31-yard line. The 36-yard line. Motion on the field. The snap comes in. A little play action. Drew Lock airs this out. It's caught on the run. Arroyo again. Touchdown, Seattle Seahawks. Let's go. The Seattle Seahawks score a 36-yard touchdown bomb right there. It was actually kind of a bullet pass that came in from Drew Lock. Hit Arroyo, who was just on a, just looked like a fly route, dude. It was a straight go route for him. And what a throw that was. Drew Lock picked him out. Open space. That defense absolutely fell apart for the Tennessee Titans. And the Seahawks are up 6-0. Up 6-zip. Here comes the kick from the left hash for the extra point attempt. And the kick is up. The kick is good. All right, guys, the extra point attempt was there. What happened here? Whoa. What is that? Oh, that's the wrong one. My bad. I'm tripping. Okay, let me turn this off. Okay, guys, commercial break. Whoa. All righty then. Let's see what's going on with you guys. See what's going on in this chat. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to today's live stream. Good job, Hawks, says Kurt Pavy. Kurt, welcome back, dude. I don't know why I struggle with your name, bro. Bach for Super Chicken, says Robbie. What up, Robbie? All right, guys. So our goal for today's live stream was to gain subscribers, not lose them. Seems like we're actually going backwards here right now. If y'all are currently watching and you are enjoying this live stream, do me a favor, smash that like button and subscribe to this channel. We are trying to grow as much as we can right now, and I do believe that the product that we're putting out is better than a lot of other ones. So if you guys agree, smash that subscribe button. CJ Banning said it right here, says hit subscribe. You heard the man. Let's see. We've got a lot of bots in here today. I'm honored and flattered by those bots. Looks like we did just get back to that 148 threshold. That was the starting point for today's live stream was a flat 148.1. So, David, cheers, man. It actually has yet to be proven that it's another great game. Hoping that it ends up being a great game, but we won't know for sure for a while. Winding down on a Sunday night with Mario and crew. Exciting Football Nation action. I'll take that one, Real Bill. Pats are getting revenge week 1, says Connor Wiley. William says, I hope Melrose does better. Kurt Pavey says, it happens. Ride a Bike Guy says, hello, Mario and Football Nation fans. What up, Ride a Bike Guy? Thank you, Janet Jones. Shout out to Connor. Shout out to Owl on the Prowl. I think YouTube intentionally, yeah, they might sometimes, Owl. They might. Thank you, Stemedical. Thank you, David. David says, nice tie. B-Dog Wrench says here, always liked our Locke Milrow still. Not so much, but would like to see him W the starters for a series. Lieutenant says, bots. Connor says, I am and a big Pats fan, die hard for 16 years. Got it. All right, guys, here's the kickoff. Let's get back to the action. This is going to take a bounce at about the 2-yard line. It's returned by the Tennessee Titans. Here comes the first attack for Tennessee today. They bring this out just shy of the 30. It's a 1st and 10 coming up right now for the Tennessee Titans. Let's see what they can muster up on this opening drive. Looks like players pushing around on that sideline in this preseason game. We've got flags flying. Hey, joint practice does this to a lot of guys. Although this isn't joint practice, I'm sure a lot of these guys are feeling some kind of way. Let's set this over here. Pew, pew, pew. Pew, pew. All right. So a flag on the play, and it's going to be a holding on the offense, a holding against the Tennessee Titans. This is actually going to bring Tennessee back to start this drive on their own 10-yard line. So, not great field position. Little chippy out there, says B-Dog Wrench. Just a little chippy, brother. Just a little chippy. Uh-oh. Mario just shed his jacket. Yeah, we're going to cool off a little bit here. 1st and 10. At the right hash right now. Looks like Cam Ward is in on this play. The snap comes in. Ward will turn around and hand this off. A 9-yard run for Tony Pollard to open this up at 2nd down and 1. Good run by the ex-Dallas Cowboy. Yeah, man, Tony Pollard wasn't bad. I mean, honestly, the Dallas Cowboys, you could probably put just about any running back there, and they're going to get damn near 1,000 yards. Because the offensive line for the Dallas Cowboys has always been so good. Jerry Jones was an offensive lineman in college when he played for the Razorbacks, and part of the reason why the offensive line has been so important. And already here, looks like there's an injury on the play. Clark injured on the play. That's not good news. That's pretty bad news right now. So we do have an injury. It is Clark. And it's an injury for the Seattle Seahawks, excuse me. So the Seahawks have an injury here on the defensive side. Bud Clark, the rookie out of TCU, is currently down. 10:56 here left to go. We'll stop the clock. We burned a minute. They've cut to a commercial break. We'll get back to that in just a second. Rocky Top, you'll always be home sweet home to me. Good old Rocky Top, Tennessee, Rocky Top, Tennessee. Stop the clock, says CJ Banning. Stop the clock. It's the weekend, Mario. You need to spike your drinks, says David. Everybody's working for the weekend. NF Futures says hello, Mario, from Fargo, North Dakota. What's up, dude? Peace up. How you doing? Connor Wiley says, I am going to Pats and Jags on Sunday, September 27th. Can't wait. Gonna go sit in that section 143. Awesome, dude. Big JS says tighten up with the swords out. We are currently, Pollard was a 1,000-yard rusher last year, and that was without the Dallas Cowboys, of course. So, yes, absolutely, 901 Humble. You're not wrong about that. You're not wrong about that. So NFL players that get cut can sign with college teams? I mean, they technically could if they go back to college, but, they'd have to go re-enroll. And it also depends, right? BRB people, says Joe Romo. B-Dog Wrench says that's not good. Let's hope he's all right. Seattle having a tough time. Game just getting started right now. Shout out to Lee Case from Eureka, California, almost in Seattle. Shout out to you, man. What's up? Welcome in. Courtney says hello. What were we doing that for? The count for baseball. The count is 3-2. Full count. 81 degrees at game time, says Owl on the Prowl. That sounds beautiful, man. It's way too hot here in San Antonio. However, I like Sala. New York Jets did him dirty, says Jacqueline. They kind of did. The count. Dave says, wow. Ronald. What's up, Ronald? Ronald Harrison says, hey, Mario. How you doing, Mr. Harrison? Shout out to Julie for Hope. Says, love Sala from a 49ers fan. Not ideal football weather, says Owl on the Prowl. Go Pack Go, says Ben N-Cider. What's up, dude? How are you? Ella Korb saying, I picked Titans, but I'm not a fan. Okay, Ella. All right. Just who you're rooting for today. Looks like they've got an air cast out for whoever this player was just now. So down goes Bud Clark, the rookie out of TCU. He's in an air cast on the right leg. Before he even got started, man, broke his leg in a preseason game. Good luck to you, young man. Bud Clark, 24 years old. We'll see if his NFL career ever comes back around. It's 2nd down and 1 as we get back from this commercial break. Cam Ward hands this off to Tony Pollard again. Pollard goes forward and picks up about 3 on the play. That's good enough for Tennessee Titans. First down, Tennessee. Robbie says, all my exes live in Texas like I'm George Strait. Kurt says, what's your thoughts on the Raiders? Well, without Ashton Genty, I don't know. We'll just have to see. Cam Ward calls an audible right now. The clock is hot here, and he flips the play. It's an empty backfield now, 5 wide. Trips to the left, and 2 receivers on the right. 4-man rush comes in. Quick release by Cam Ward. He finds a man on the run here. 1st and 10 becomes 2nd and 5. Carnell Tate. Oh, scratch that. It's a little further ahead right now. That's going to be caught for a 5-yard pickup. Looks like that catch this time was made by Wan'Dale Robinson. So 2nd down and 5. Here's the handoff. Actually, play action. Throws this to Carnell Tate right through his fingertips. Incomplete pass, 9:41 left to go. So Tate was the intended receiver. That was a big throw right there. And I wonder if the delay is this bad on NFL Plus, because this is a pretty big delay right now. This is why we wanted to set up the whole system before. But here we go, 3rd down and 5. Shotgun formation, waiting for the snap here from their own 27-yard line. Tennessee with the football. They need a big play now. The snap comes in. A quick release. Tony Pollard on the run. He picks up 10. He picks up 20. He picks up 30 and gets pushed out of bounds. Big first down, Tony Pollard. First down, Tennessee Titans. Good catch and run. Tony Pollard makes the catch just past the line of scrimmage, and a ton of space on the flats right there. Got pushed out of bounds. The football is now at the Seattle 40. It's 1st and 10. Break. Titans line up. Cam Ward points over here. By the way, Cam Ward got his stripes here at the University of Incarnate Word in San Antonio, Texas, in case you didn't know. Cam Ward takes the snap. He fakes the handoff, steps into the pocket, airs this one out. It's incomplete. It stops the clock with 9:01. 2nd down and 10. Football at the 40. Yeah, Cam Ward started at the University of Incarnate Word. Wasn't getting enough attention. Used that transfer portal. Manages to wiggle his way into Miami, where most of you guys know what happened after that. But, yeah, man. Originally went to college here in San Antonio, Texas. Here's the snap. Looking left, looking right. Feels the pressure from the left. He's on the back pedal on 2nd and 10. He throws this one. The official says keep it ticking. So I guess he caught it. It's just a 3-yard gain, though. 3rd down and 7. Brian Daboll, offensive coordinator, the ex-head coach of the New York Giants. Tennessee Titans a change of the structure up top between offense coordinator, head coach, and all of that. This is huge for Tennessee to have Robert Saleh and Daboll working together to help the offense take that step forward. It's 3rd down and 7 across midfield at the 37. The snap comes in. The blitz is dialed up. Cam Ward floats this one out, and it's going to be just a little bit short right there. So instead, ladies and gentlemen, it does bring up a 4th down and 7. 4th down and 7 indeed after the incomplete pass. He was looking for Elik Ayomanor, and couldn't get him. Couldn't pick him out. Field goal coming up now on 4th down and 7. This time it's going to be a 55-yarder. Whoops. 55-yard field goal coming up for the Tennessee Titans. I heard something in my headset. We'll take a look at that in just a second. On the right hash, the Tennessee Titans. Snap comes in, the hold, the kick, it's up, the kick is good. And the Tennessee Titans will score 3 points here now too. So field goal is there. We've got a game. The score is 7-3. Let's see what happens. Looks like Abroad in Korea says this is the Super Bowl, right? No, it's not the Super Bowl. Definitely not the Super Bowl, bro. Let's see. Did you watch the NFL documentaries of the Super Bowl champions or no? I mean, they have a lot of them. Federico says, good to be back with the best nation on YouTube. Mr. Commentaries, Mario. Thanks, Federico. Bienvenidos and welcome back, dude. The Loud House fan says, asked if I had watched that documentary. Ozman says, hi there. What's up, Robert? What's up, Ozman? How you doing, dude? B-Dog Wrench says, hate to be a Debbie Downer, but Seattle may struggle this year, says B-Dog Wrench. Yeah, you know what's interesting, man? They're not even projected to win their division this year. Here's the NFC divisions, or the NFC conference scrolling by at the bottom of the screen. Bang Bang Niner Gang says Chico Stick. What up, Chico Stick? Earth Citizen checking in here for the Tennessee Titans, dropping the new logo in the chat. Guys, if y'all want to use these super cool logos that we got here, you can flex them by becoming channel members. Shout out to Connor Wiley saying, what's up, Mario? What's up, Connor? Nice kick. That was a long kick at 55 yards. Kelly Grant, high five to you, Kelly. Welcome in. What's going on? Johnny Hopgood. Johnny Hopgood Jr. saying, Bengals rule. Science rules. Hello to B. Johnson. Newbies, always excited to see y'all out here. O2RR says, like you think they'll regress a little this time. I'm actually predicting 11-6 is what O2RR is predicting this year. Todd Tier says, chitty chitty bang bang. Real Bill says, ignore the Bills at your own risk. Ooh. Hey, we are covering the Bills in Week 1. We've got Bills and Titans in Week 1 for Sunday football. That's going to be fun. For those of y'all who have not been following Football Nation, we are going to have these games for the next week coming up. Next week for preseason, guys, we're also covering the Bills in preseason for Week 3 of preseason. Steelers at Bills. Starting to become a rivalry right there for so many different reasons. We've got the Cowboys and Saints next week. That'll be Friday of next week. And on Saturday, a doubleheader with the Lions and Colts. And then we got the Chicago Bears and the Tennessee Titans again next week. Here is the kickoff. The Titans will send this all the way back, and we get a return. And this one, the 10, the 15, the 20, down at the 21-yard line. It's first down. 7:59 here left to go in quarter number 1. That car was advanced, says Steve. The McChronicle says Bills are playing Texans Week 1. Josh Allen against a defensive line that always troubles him. It'll be fun. Shout out to Demir Bailey saying, hey, Mario, I'm here and ready for great football. Great Football Nation this year. Let's do it, man. Here we go. Single back formation. Stepping back right now. Drew Lock sends a man in motion. This is going to be a handoff and a slip by the running back as Jacardia Wright loses his balance and loses 2 yards. Second down and 12 at the Seattle 19. Not how the Seattle Seahawks wanted to start this drive, but it is what it is. They will give that tackle to Marcus Harris, and it's 2nd down and 12. 7.5 minutes here left to play. We are midway through quarter number 1. Shotgun formation. Drew Lock sends right in motion. Lock feels the pressure, throws to right. Right makes the catch. He is pushed out of bounds. Actually, that is Eric Saubert who makes the catch out in the flat. He picks up 3 yards on 2nd down and 12. 2nd down and 12 from the Seattle 19 becomes 3rd down and 9 at the Seattle 22. So 3rd down. 3rd down for this Seattle Seahawks offense already. Quick 3 and out? Or will this drive stay alive? Way to stay in that pocket and take that hit for Drew Lock. Shotgun formation, 22-yard line. It's 3rd down and 9. The snap comes in, a 4-man rush. Drew Lock, cool, calm, and collected, splits the defense. He's on the run. He pushes and fights, breaks through a tackle, and Hooker can't make the stop. Amani Hooker gets beat on the play. Drew Lock on 3rd and 9, picks up 9. Seattle Seahawks, 1st down. 1st down for the Seahawks. They've moved the football now out to the 31. So 1st and 10. Seattle 31. The Seattle Seahawks approaching midfield right now. If I told you Drew Lock was 100% completions today, would you believe me? Because he is. 5 of 5 for 66 here, guys, at the 31-yard line on the right hash. Drew Lock waits for the snap. He takes it this time. He'll hand this off. Looks like a good run. Through the gap. The 50, the 40, the 30. He is gone. Touchdown, Seattle Seahawks. It's Jacardia Wright. My goodness. A 69-yard touchdown run. Giggity, giggity, giggity goo. 69 yards, eh? That was so nice they should do that twice. What a run there from Jacardia Wright. Splitting the defense and just finds the gap. The safeties were pressed way too close there. Winston Jr. and Flott didn't stand a chance, and the speed of Jacardia Wright, my gosh. There is a flag on the play. It's going to be unsportsmanlike conduct. It's after the touchdown here. Wow. Wow. Just wow. What a Seattle. What a Seattle, says Beebs. Touchdown 13-3, says Beatrice. It's all right, Beatrice. It ain't over till it's over. We've seen crazier things. Extra point attempt is loading right now, though. Extra point attempt is loading, though. Bueno, señoras y señores, con 5:43 lo que falta aquí. Seattle has a 10-point lead. Here comes the extra point attempt from way, way, way far out right now. 5:43, the PAT, 15 yards even further now. So we've got ourselves a 47-yard extra point attempt. The snap, the hold, the kick, it's up, it's no good. And the Seattle Seahawks are wide right. In this case, y'all would see it over here. Wide right. And they missed the extra point attempt, so it's a 10-point game instead of an 11-point game. Okay, then. We can live with that. That's okay. 69 yards, Oz. 69. B-Dog saying, I see Cray Shiza every day. Every day. Taj Cypress says, what happened to Ryan Tannehill? Did he just, retire and no one knew? Yeah, whatever did happen to Ryan Tannehill. Definitely just fell off the face of the earth there. The Loud House says, one Nickelodeon fact, Russell Wilson hosted the Kids' Choice Sports Award in 2015, 16, and 17. True story. Bro, that kicker, GNG. What's up, Stitch? Stitch is in the chat. Welcome into Stitch. CJ Banning, Beatriz, Country, Ashley, O2RR, the Loud House fan. Man, we've got some real fans in here today. Thank you for watching, guys. Thank you all for being here. I say it all the time. I mean it every time. I wasn't sure what to expect out of today's live stream. Looks like we've got about 700 people in this chat. I'm going to take a quick look at the analytics. Pause this really quick. Take a quick look at the analytics right now. About 315 likes on today's live stream. Average watch time for today sitting at around 4 minutes. Let's see if we can boost that one up. I do want to take a look here. Viewer activity. I can't really see that right now. It's not popping up. Okay, that's fine. Hakuna Matata. Something I wanted to check out, though. Couple of people welcome to First Downs right now. Lots of welcome to First Downs. We get a bunch of... Did we get a whole new list of channel members here? Well, this is cool. Shout out to Jerry, who dropped a super earlier. Shout out to Earth Citizen. Shout out to Abroad in Korea. Shout out to The Real Bill. And Thomas Stevens. Appreciate you guys. Cool. Tight. Let's step away from the analytics right now. We're going to step away from the analytics. I'm going to stay focused on this game. Let's see. It's a problem-free philosophy. Hakuna Matata. Hey, thanks, dude. Says not necessarily a fan of these teams, more so just a fan of you. Thanks, dude. Appreciate you. Feel the love in the room. The kick is up, guys, and the return gets out to about the 26-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up right now for this Tennessee Titans squad. Another scuffle on the sideline there. We'll see how this goes. I'm not a fan of Tennessee Titans at all, by the way, says Michael Larnino. Okay, we'll see how you guys do on this trivia quiz then if that's the case. Y'all remember to hit that like button. Thank you, Jack Dandridge. Thanks, dude. Appreciate that, too. I'll tell you what, man. I really am lucky. I really am lucky to be doing YouTube full-time, to have this community that I've got that's got my back. Here's the snap coming in for the Tennessee Titans. A wind-up and a throw from the 26-yard line down to the 31. That's a 5-yard pickup, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to bring up a 2nd down. Actually, it's a 7-yard gain. 2nd down and 3 now coming up here. They're calling it a 2nd down and 4, actually. So 2nd down and 4, 5:15 left to go. The Tennessee Titans with the football at the 30. They're calling it the 32-yard line, offset I formation. Under center, Cam Ward is still on the field right now. He takes the snap. He'll hand this off to his running back. Tajay Spears is the running back in on this play. He picks up 2 yards. It's 3rd down and 2. So 3rd down and 2. Jared Ivey, the linebacker for the Seattle Seahawks, makes the tackle on that play. Victoria with our largest super chat of the day. What's going on, Victoria? Hello. I see you out here. She says, Mario, what up, Football Nation? Love this channel. Hello, Victoria. Appreciate the support here today. 4 minutes and 25 seconds left to go in this first quarter, and we've got the Tennessee Titans trying to punch above their weight class is what you're checking into if you're just popping in right now, Victoria. Throw to the left-hand side. It's caught for a gain of just 1. It is Tajay Spear who makes the catch on that left side. It brings up a 4th down and 1. Okay. So Tajay Spear makes a 1-yard grab. It's a 4th down and 1, maybe more like a 4th down in inches here. We'll see where the officials place this thing. I think this could be I got a 4th down and 1. I'm going to stop the clock with 3:49 because the clock is stopped right here. We might get a measurement to see what's going on. Having an effective run game makes things so much easier. Okay, it is a 4th down and a half a yard right now. Cam Ward under center will take the snap. He will hand this off. That is going to be, looks like no gain, and I think it's going to be a turnover on downs. It is 4th down. Seattle gets the stop. It's a turnover, and it's 1st down, Seattle Seahawks. All right. Sweet, sweet, sweet. LOL driver. Rock out with your hawk out. It says slow driver. TMI. Okay. AZ Saturner. Appreciate everyone. What's up, guys? Welcome to today's chat. Welcome to today's chat. Good day for a great day. It's what we've been saying. I'm actually looking for a tab that I can't find right now. There we go. Looking for a tab that I can't find right now. All righty here, folks. Trying to make this a very big lead. The Seattle Seahawks. Here we go. Drew Lock. Single back formation, looking confident on this play. Let's see if it's not misplaced. The snap comes in. Drew Lock, pressure coming in. Drew Lock airs it out. He's looking, double team, intercepted, picked off right on that. Just on cue, Drew Lock gives this thing away. 3:37, there's a flag on the play. Let's find out what this flag is going to be. Looks like penalty on Tennessee. Oh, my goodness. The Tennessee Titans. Illegal use of hands. Is that what he just said? On the defense. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty and an automatic first down. So 1st and 10 at the Tennessee 30. I mean, I don't know, dude. That barely looked like anything. That looked like a bad throw and a clean interception for Tennessee. I don't like that call from the officials. The early flag came in. Yeah, that official threw that flag pretty early. All right, 3:37. Here's the snap. Looking to the right-hand side. Velus Jones Jr. is going to lose yardage here. It's 2nd down and 13 as they go backwards. 3.5 minutes left to go in quarter number 1. The Seattle Seahawks cooking right now. Looking pretty good. Making pork chops in Seattle, says William. Okay. Trying to stay ahead of the chains. Not doing a great job of that here. The Seattle Seahawks. Got to figure something out. Got to take what the defense gives you. Let's turn this off. 2nd down and 13. This time at the 33-yard line. Drew Lock. 4-man rush comes in. Drew Lock looks to the right, does connect on that right-hand side, but it's not going to be a pretty gain out there. Jacardia Wright picks up like 2 yards on the play, so 3rd down and 12, 3rd down and 11. Drew Lock continues to complete passes here. He's 6 of 6 now for 68, so still 100% passing. Still 100% passing for Drew Lock here today. Shout out to Shoreline, Washington, says AZ Saturner. Here we go. Shotgun. Drew Lock waits for the snap, folks. They're showing blitz on the Tennessee Titans side for this 3rd down and long. And clear offsides play. I mean, it's got to be a false start, no doubt. We had whoever that wide receiver was on that far side for that play jumped way early. 3rd down and 16 coming up now. 3rd down and 16. Ugly, ugly play right there. They haven't updated the TV screen either, saying 5 of 5 for 66 yards, but we got more than that. Pablo Escobar had hippos. Yes, he did, and they've become one of the most invasive species in the Colombian region, which is crazy to think, but I believe it. All right, clock is hot. They've started it again. The snap comes in. Drew Lock to the left. He throws to the left. It's caught out there, and it's going to be like a 7-yard gain this time. Short pass to Emmanuel Henderson. 4th down is coming up right now. So it is going to be a 4th down and like 9. Call it a 4th down and 8. We're going to see a 48-yard field goal here in just a second. So field goal coming up, loading for the Seattle Seahawks. It's going to be a long one, and after missing that extra point attempt from about the same distance, let's see if Seattle can clean up this mess. 48-yard field goal to make this a 16-3 game. We've seen 1 touchdown so far. Here's Jason Myers, who today has scored 6 points. This one goes up to make it 9. Jason Myers knocks another one down. Actually, I think we saw 2 touchdowns, right? Yeah, and one missed. We've seen 2 touchdowns and one missed one. And one missed point attempt. So, yeah, a rushing touchdown and a passing touchdown. Got to get myself figured out here. Anyways, the field goal's good. So it's 16-3. Commercial break. Whoa, did I start the clock for no reason? How much time do we have left? Looks like 1:20. Looks like they added plenty of time to that, too. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Let's see. Back when blows. Oh, my gosh. Okay, slow driver. Let's see. Did the Steelers trade Drew Aller to the Seattle Seahawks, Mario? I don't know, Michael Ornino. Drew Aller to the Seattle Seahawks. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't have him on the list. First ever 0-17 team will be the Cleveland Browns. I don't know, man. I like Cleveland. If they play Deshaun Watson all season, I buy that. Didn't we have an 0-16 team? Wasn't that the Detroit Lions? Didn't the Lions go a whole season without winning a game once? Or am I totally making that up? Let's see. Ultras are nice and cold. Go Hawks. Russell says no. 48-yarder field goal is good. 16-3. Why am I even watching this? Beatrice, how far behind are you? Like, we called that 3 minutes ago. Like, what are you doing? What's going on? Let's see. You're right. We went a winless season, says Hank. Okay, yep, the Lions did go winless. Browns will be better than last year, says Slow Driver. No natural predators in South America. The same thing has happened in Florida with invasive species. Wild hogs have spread as far as North Carolina. Yeah, the natural predators are humans, which, you know, if you want to count us as natural. Let's see. Let's move this over here. There is something that I ended up pulling on accident. Okay. Unk did leg day today, so Unk is tired. So I'm going to grab my chair because we did lots of squats and lots of walking, and I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Here's the kick. Here is the return. The Tennessee Titans bring this out to about the 24-yard line. It's 1st and 10 coming up for Tennessee. 1st and 10 for Tennessee. Move the needle over. We've had 2 0-16 teams. The 2008 Lions and the 2017 Browns. I do remember that. They used the brown paper bags in that game for the 0-17 for the Browns season as well. I remember that. That's when they decided that they were going to do the beer in the fridges. That the next year after that, when they got their first win or whatever. A throw to the left-hand side on 1st and 10, folks. That pass is incomplete. It stops the clock with 1:09. There's also a flag on the play, and something tells me this will not bode well here for the Tennessee Titans. Holding offense, I think he said number 71. Replay 51, 1st down. 1st and 10 becomes 1st and 20 here for the Tennessee Titans. You can see Robert Saleh chewing that gum right now. Seahawks flying around the field. I had to pause Mario to get balance. Around 30 to 45 seconds. Fixes it, says Real Bill. Tech, the Browns are playing in Baltimore. I want to make sure that this is as fast forward as it can possibly be here, too. Waiting for the snap right now. Cam Ward in a shotgun formation. Ward takes it, looks left, looks up the middle, delivers the pass. It gets out to the 21-yard line. And looks like this will bring up a 2nd down. Okay, 2nd down and 12 after an 8-yard pickup. Hurry up offense as we've got less than a minute here left to go, this time at the 22-yard line. The snap comes in. The blitz is dialed up. A look to the left, a throw to the left. Tajay Spears makes the grab, picks up about 4 yards on this play. It's 3rd down and 8. Back to the hurry up here as they are running out of time at the end of this first quarter. But it is, you know, just the first quarter. So you can totally let the clock wind down. There's no need to put yourself in a predicament here. Shotgun formation. Cam Ward waits for the snap. A running back to his left. They're on the left hash. The snap comes in. It's a four-man rush. Cam Ward delivers this far pass here, but there's a flag. Noah Igbenogene is going to be charged with a foul here. A DPI with 12 seconds left to go is going to be an automatic first down for the Tennessee Titans. Flag on the play. Defensive pass interference against the Seattle Seahawks. It'll be a 14-yard penalty and an automatic first down, Tennessee. So the Tennessee Titans pick up a first down. 12 seconds to go. The football is now at the Tennessee 40-yard line. The snap comes in. There's a screen play. It's caught. Tajay Spears going to use a little help from his friends, and he'll pick up about 9 yards on that play to end the quarter here. When we get back, it's 2nd down and 1 at the Tennessee 49, and it's the end of quarter number 1. Folks, end of quarter number 1. Doot. Okay. Cool. Cool. DPI sounds giggity, says. Let's see. You guys are just being negative, says Todd Tier. It's the Titans. Every possession is hurry up. It's the same chew of gum Saleh had in his mouth when he was with the Jets. The exact same piece of gum for... Dude, how gross would that be? Yeah, I've just been chewing on the same piece of gum for 3 years now. What? Thank you, David Olaf. How are you, man? Looking for some newbies here today. Do we have any newbies? It's the end of quarter number 1. We normally wait till actually, this is a good place to find out. Do we have any newbies in the chat? If you are new, drop 5 emojis. Drop 5 emojis. Any 5 will do. Real Bill says, nice screen. It was a nice screenplay right there. If you are new, drop 5 emojis. Shout out to Thomas Bush. Welcome back, dude. I see you. I'm a noob. Nice try, DJ Gene. Welcome to the newbies, says CJ Banning. Hello, chat, says Thomas Bush. Paging Dr. Crutch saying, I'm not new, but thanks for the stream. You're welcome, Dr. Crutch. You are very welcome. And while you're the one thanking me, man, I should be thanking you for giving me some of your valuable time. Shout out to Top Hat Duke. Top Hat Duke, I see you, dude. Thank you for being one of the brave ones to come out of the woodwork and say hello. Great to have you in today's chat. Thank you for understanding the assignment and leaving those 5 emojis. You are the man or the woman. Can't quite tell from your photo, but it's you. You are the one. Thank you, Top Hat Duke. A couple of more newbies checking in. Alan Bingham. What's up, Alan? Rock and roll to you. Alan Bingham is in the chat. Welcome in. Looks like Tess is in the chat as well. We got Braden J. Steel Curtain. 5 emojis here. Looks like a diehard Steelers fan. Braden, I'm covering your Steelers next week on Thursday Night Football. I encourage you to come back for that, dude. I hope you come back and check that out. Todd Tier, nice try. What's up, Todd? Vrabel couldn't resist Diana Rossini's noobs. Oh, no. Let's see. Is Saleh a good coach? He's a decent defensive coach. Better check out that replay system I shared with you. Could be a game changer moving forward for your streams. David, you sent me something? 2nd down and 1. Looks like the ball was fumbled right here. David Neville says, Mario, did you check out that replay system I shared with you? What did you share that on? I have not seen that, but I'll definitely check it out. Cam Ward got hit from behind and fumbled the football. It was batted away out of his hands. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 7. That went backwards here. Let's cut back. David, you've got me curious. You've got me curious. 3rd down and 7. The snap comes in from the right hash at the 43-yard line. Cam Ward is under duress. The 4-man rush seems to have overwhelmed the 5 offensive linemen for Tennessee, but still a beautiful pass upfield. They're going to call this, oh no, incomplete. Somehow Cam Ward was still able to find Gunnar Helm, who was wide open. but Cam Ward couldn't keep that pass in bounds. Oh, his toe barely touched that sideline. Gunnar Helm, that's on you. That was great improvisation right there. Bro, you got to get those feet down, Gunnar. Terrible, terrible missed opportunity. The result of the play is 4th down here. 1 foot in, 1 foot out. He did the hokey pokey, and they punt this thing away. This goes and ends up being a touchback. It's going to be a 1st and 10 coming up now for the Seattle Seahawks as the Titans had to punt this thing away. Looks like a blowout is brewing here. Ward looks okay, says Owl on the Prowl. Even that might be a little generous from what I'm seeing. I mean, Ward, that was good improvisation right there, but it's going to be rough if he is constantly under duress. He cannot spend back-to-back seasons getting sacked 50-plus times. He was bagged 55 times last season, ladies and gentlemen. You're either going to break your quarterbacks they got to do what the Bears did and go get themselves Ben Johnson. And not just go get Ben Johnson, but get an offensive line. 1st and 10 this time for the Seattle Seahawks at the 20 after the touchback. It looks like a 1-yard pickup. It's 2nd down and 9. 2nd down and 9. Clock is ticking. Real Bill says, wow. Well, we beat the Chiefs last week, and I'm happy about that, says Allen. Fair enough. Dang it, says Allen. We're glad that Ashley is here in this chat. I know I am. Mr. Drago Balboa, what's going on? Mr. Balboa. Welcome in to Scoot Cahoon as well. Scoot, I see you, brother. Richard Mueller, I see you too. 21-yard line at 2nd down and 9. Drew Lock still 100% passing on the day. Will drop back on 2nd and 9. Looks to the right, delivers another completion. It's to the right-hand side, and it's going to be a 4-yard pickup this time. 3rd down and 5 moves the football to the Seattle 25. 3rd down and 5 at the Seattle 25. Catch made on the far side. Got about 13 minutes left to play. It's 3rd down. Noah. Hello, Noah. Noah says glad to be here once again. The best job I've had so far. I'm with you, Noah. 3rd down and 5. 25-yard line, shotgun formation. On the right hash, play clock down to 3, 2, 1, double zeros. The snap comes in before the whistle. The blitz is dialed up. Drew Lock connects again. This one breaks for 16 yards. Ricky White picks up 16 on 3rd down and 5. Moves the football from the Seattle 25 to the Seattle 41. It's 1st down, Seattle Seahawks. So the Seahawks pick up a 1st down. How about them boys? Says Booties D25. Bout. I don't know how to read your name, dude, but what's up? How about them Cowboys? Shotgun formation, trips to the left. Drew Lock points over here. We get motion on the field. It's going to be a handoff, and big face mask there. 3 flags come raining in from all these officials right now. It's going to be a face mask against the defense. It'll be a 15-yard penalty and an automatic 1st down here. Oh, it's pretty obvious, dude. You almost broke his neck there. Personal foul, grabbing onto the face mask. It's going to be number 7 on the defense. 15-yard penalty and automatic 1st down for the Seattle Seahawks. 1st down, Seattle. You got it, Bout. Bout is D25. Jay Sleepy Eyes is in the house. You can sometimes see slime heads in the audience in the CBS games. And you see an advertisement for NFL Slime Time there. Cool. All right. Across midfield at the 44-yard line, Drew Lock takes the snap. He's on the run, delivers a pass. It's caught again. Drew Lock, another completion, but no gain on the pass. Drew Lock is 10 of 10 today. 95 passing yards. Not a great day, but, dude, 10 out of 10. You got to give him credit. 10 for 10 with a touchdown and no interceptions in the first half of this game. Drew Lock is actually having a decent fantasy day. Break! They line up. It's second down. Football at the 44-yard line. Drew Lock in a shotgun. Play clock down to 5. The snap comes in as Drew Lock feels the blitz. He delivers this pass. Broken up, incomplete. Broken up and incomplete. We stop the clock here. Third down coming up now. So a third down coming up. I think I just saw something there. That was a great play defensively. What? Are you kidding me? That is the dumbest penalty I've ever seen. Okay, so the tackle was made right there. He gets up after making an amazing play. It would have been a fourth down. All he does is get up and point 2 thumbs down. He got up and went like this and then went back to the field, and the officials threw a flag and charged the Titans with unsportsmanlike conduct, giving the Seattle Seahawks a 1st and 10 at the 29. So here is the handoff after an unsportsmanlike conduct 15-yard penalty. It's second down and 10, no gain here. What a terrible call. I'm like offended for the Titans fans right now. I'm not even a Titans fan, and I'm offended for you guys. Like, what? That was weak, dude. That was a weak flag. Break. They line up for second and 10. Second down and 10 after the no gain. Drew Lock fakes the handoff. He bootlegs, this time a pump fake. He's flat-footed here. He's in trouble. He does throw the ball and find someone again. Looks like it will be caught here. Third down and 8. 2-yard pickup, threading the needle time and time again. Drew Lock looking and finding different players. Looks like Brady Russell, the fullback, just made that catch, picking up 2 yards. Brady Russell, the fullback, 4th-year man out of Colorado, coming in at 6'3", 250. That's a lot of human. It's third down and 7 is what I've got on my TV screen. Shotgun formation, running back in on the play. Looks like Velus Jones Jr. Motion on the field from one of the tight ends. The snap comes in. This throw is deep to the end zone. Oh, no, it looked like it's caught. The official says no good. The back judge says no good. The field judge says that it was caught. The down judge said no. That was a hell of a throw to Montori Foster Jr. The back judge is calling it incomplete. Let's see what they say. That looks like a catch, dude. But there's too much floor on that. Looks like too much floor on that. I don't know. This is close. That angle is all floor. Yep. That angle is all floor, so it's going to bring up a fourth down. Fourth down and 8 at the Tennessee 27. This was going to be almost a really good, by the way, that is the second incompletion of the day for Drew Lock. Looks like a field goal is coming up for 44 yards here for the Seattle Seahawks. The score is 16-3 from the left hash. The kick is up. The kick is no good again. Another missed field goal for Jason Myers. And all of a sudden it feels like the Seattle Seahawks are going to be in the market here for a new kicker soon if we keep seeing this. 9:20 left to go. It's another turnover after a missed field goal. The Tennessee Titans take over here at their own 27. No harm, no foul. Tennessee takes over again. Wild. Booth review, says Mr. Jacob Rabbit. Who? Jordan Love. Angel, what's going on, man? B-Dog Wrench says some dude in Green Bay suggests it. Damn, Drew Lock, awesome. Drew looks awesome, says William Hodge. Richard says, is it really hot in Seattle? I don't think so. Luigi says, Miss Yes. What up, Luigi? Welcome in. Dave HVAC says, wow. He's fired, says Bout. Man, WT flying flip is going on, says Charles Alford. You guys are doing all right now. No big deal for the Seattle Seahawks. Seahawks are in good shape. The Seahawks are in good shape. No need to get worried about anything right now. Jason is getting kinks out here, says Mr. Jacob Rabbit. Charles says, what in the jumpin' pecans is going on here? What in the jumpin' pecan is going on here? Richard Mueller says, here in Bowling Green, Kentucky, it's been kind of hot. It's been pretty kind of hot here too, man, here in San Antonio, Texas. What's up, everyone? Jelly Belly, welcome in. If you guys, William Beck, hello, William Beck. Hello, William Beck. Hey, if I haven't had a chance to say hi to you yet and y'all have been in the chat and you've left some chats right now as a commercial break, good time to get a quick shout out right now during this commercial break. Fist bump to the host. I got you, Drago. Boom. Let's go, dude. Welcome in. You missed it, man. When the stream started, I was wearing my sports coat and everything. Hank, what's going on? David says, I'll try to remember you, Mario, and have you checked out check it out after the game. Okay, David. I'll be here, David. I'll be here. Dave says, can someone explain why the delay? I'd love to listen to Mario while the TV's on mute, but the delay makes it not possible, says Dave Wage. Well, I don't know what your delay is. It could be on my TV side. I mean, it is also 2026. I'm pretty sure 99.9% of TVs have a pause button. Let's see. Let's click live. See if there's much of a delay on this. I don't think there is. No, I'm pretty much exactly on Fox where it needs to be, unless there's a different channel that this is on, which we could totally check a different channel. I'll actually do that. Looks like a second down coming up right now. NFL Plus. All of these preseason games should be on NFL Plus if I'm not mistaken. Should have a login somewhere. Second down and 13. Football currently at the 31-yard line here. Looks like Will Levis is in at quarterback. The snap coming in. The blitz coming in. Will Levis is bagged on the play, and he'll lose more yardage here. This will bring up a third down and forever. It's actually Mitch Trubisky who's in at the play. Mitchell Trubisky is in at quarterback right now. And let's see, NFL Plus login. Continue. Sign in. Third down and 20. Shotgun formation. Four-man rush. Trubisky on third down and 20 delivers a pass that is going to be caught for a gain of 10 or 11. It's going to bring up a fourth down. Skip. Don't want to see any of this. Just take me to my stuff. Oh, come on. Okay. Seattle Seahawks. See if I can find this game here. Damn. What are we at here? Phone and tablet only. Fox 1 maybe? Is that what it's saying? Do have the Fox 1 app. See if it's any faster here. Looks like a fumble just happened. Fourth down and 8. Who's got it? I think the Tennessee Titans might have just picked up a first down on a muffed kickoff here on a muffed punt. I'm over here trying to change the TV channel. Diving onto the football, I think Hampton might have been the first one on there. 7:05 on this one. Let's actually pause this. Might be way faster on this one here. Yeah, we're way ahead on this one. All right, guys, we're all the way out here. Looks like to the 11-yard line. I might have just solved the delay problem here. Snap coming in. It's 1st and 10. It's going to be a handoff to the right-hand side from the 11 down to about the, looks like, 7-yard line now. This brings up a 2nd down and 6. Okay, Dave, you might have just inspired something to change things here. I got a 2nd down and 6 at the Seattle 7-yard line right now. The Tennessee Titans have the football, and we are inside the red zone, guys. Here we go. This delay has been changed quite a bit. Should be much more in sync here at this point. 2nd down and 6 with 6 minutes and 30 seconds here left to go. We start the clock. Snap comes in. Mitch Trubisky hands this one off. Going to the left-hand side this time. Looks like it's going to be a gain of about 2, maybe 3. It does bring up a 3rd down and 3. So 3rd down and 3 at the Seattle 4-yard line as Michael Carter gets a carry. Real Bill says there's a delay on the YouTube feed. Actually, it wasn't just on the YouTube feed. The delay on the YouTube feed is about 3 seconds. This, much cleaner now. This is much cleaner instead of the 30-second delay. Break Trubisky, 3rd down and 4. Football at the Seattle 4. Mitch Trubisky makes a holler at the right-hand side. Lined up on the left hash in a shotgun formation from the 5. Play clock winding down. 4-man rush comes in. Trubisky scrambles to the right side. He'll throw it. It's caught. Touchdown! Oh, Restrepo makes the catch. There's a flag on the play, though. 5:35 left to go. Let's see what they say. It's coming back. The flag. Holding on the offense. 10-yard penalty, replay, 3rd down. So it was 3rd down and 3. It's now a 3rd down and 13. Ouch. 5:35 left to go. All right, guys. Big change right now between that previous spot where we were without that delay. So Fox had this one on their actual website without the broadcast delay, which is what I was fighting right now. But it's 3rd down and 14. Shotgun formation. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Waiting for the snap, it's Mitch Trubisky. He drops back from the 15-yard line, fires to the end zone, incomplete. And it's 4th down and 14 now. 4th down and 14. Looks like they will not be going for it. 5:31 here left to go. Field goal unit comes out again to make this a 10-point game once more. Man, how many Cubs scores, says Dave HVAC. 4th down and 14. Joey Sly is in to kick this one. He made a 55-yarder earlier. Joey Sly now going to get a chance here. This time it's a 33-yarder for Sly. From the left hash, the kick is up, and that kick is good for Joey Sly and good for the Tennessee Titans. Field goal is up. Field goal is in. 3 points on the board for Tennessee. They can celebrate a little bit. The job is clearly not done. The job is definitely not done, but it's a step in the right direction. It's a step in the right direction. So when we get back, it's going to be a kickoff again, guys. It's going to be Seahawks football. Let's turn this off. Sweet. Dang, wanted that touchdown, though, says Luigi. Joe, what's up, man? Todd, do you have a tux? I have 2 tuxes and a cow pattern. They scored more. They did at Taj Cypress. No AFC included in ticker. Oh, that's just the NFC. It was just that. There's the AFC standings. What's your goal today, says Joe? Well, my goal was to pick up 100 subscribers, but it doesn't feel like this game is going to be that game right now. The goal was to get to 148.2. We still need 90 new subscribers. That would actually be, I don't know, about 10% of this chat room right now. I think that there are 10% of people who are currently watching who are not currently subscribed. I'm willing to bet there's got to be at least 10 or 15 people currently watching who have watched this channel maybe 2 or maybe 3 or 4 times, and they're like me. I can watch a channel 30 times, 40 times before I subscribe. If you're one of those people, I would be eternally grateful and eternally thankful for y'all to smash that subscribe button and help us get to our goal for today. If you've got commitment issues, I get it, dude. No pressure on my side. But if you don't want to subscribe, at least smash that like button, and let's make this one of the most liked preseason games of this preseason. Richard, thank you. Let's effing go. San Diego Padres are hot. Country's in the chat. What's up, Country? Shout out to I Am Nickelodeon. Christian Pina says subscribe. Subscribe. Joe Romo says let's help out Mario. Oh, man, it's not even about helping me out. I'm here to help you guys out. I'm also very painfully aware that it's just preseason. I don't expect these preseason streams to be to the moon or anything like that. We just like to set the bar high. And if it works out, then great. If it doesn't, well, you can't win them all. Then you can't win them all. Thank you, Luke. I want to support you. Says I could be watching the game, but I'm watching you. I want to support you. Thank you, Luke. See? I like that energy. All right, guys, here's the kickoff. Looks like this is going to be brought out to about the 28-yard line here. And Cody White's going to do an admirable job on a kickoff return there. 5:21 here left to go. It's 1st and 10 coming up for the Seattle Seahawks here. 8:22 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm sure there are a lot of you who do not know. We are doing a giveaway for week 1 of the regular season, not preseason. Week 1 of the regular season. We're giving away $100, and we're giving away a Troy Aikman signed football. You heard that right, folks. A Troy Aikman signed football that is graded and certified. Here's the snap on 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line. Looks like it's going to be a decent gain. 4-yard run up the middle here for this Seattle Seahawks running back room. Jacardia Wright gets the carry again. There's a lot of names on this list, guys. There are a ton of names on this list for the running back spots. I've got Jadarian Price, George Holani, and Emmanuel Wilson as the 4 running backs that are on this roster. But outside of that, T.J. Harden, Jacardia Wright, Velus Jones Jr., Brad Russell, Robbie Outs, Brock Lamp, all of them fighting for roles on this roster. Not to mention Justin Jones. Of course, Zach Charbonnet is out right now, but the list goes on and on for the Seattle Seahawks running back room. And it's going to be a running back by committee. There are a ton of running backs here, and I feel like, unfortunately, the Seattle Seahawks are willing to chew them up and spit them out. They want to keep the ball on the ground and only ask Sam Darnold to throw when needed. 3rd down and 4. Flags coming in. I think it's going to be a false start here. Stop the clock. Drop the flag. See what this call is. They are going to call this a false start against the offense. Replay 3rd down. It's going to be a 3rd down and 10 at this point. They're calling it 3rd down and 9. That's fine. 3rd down and 9. We'll tune in. Is it on a Sunday? Don, that's so cool. Reading some of these comments right now. Mario actually signed up for the Football Nation website. Okay, Ashley. Emails will be going out probably tomorrow or Tuesday. Drago with the fist bump. Thank you, Christy. What's going on? Best broadcast, says Christy. Thank you, Christy. All right, guys, here we go. 3rd down and 9. Snap comes in. Drew Lock drops back. Drew Lock finds a man on a slant route. What a tackle made right there. Careful to not get hit with an unsportsmanlike conduct. Careful to not get hit with an unsportsmanlike conduct. It's 4th down and 3. Good catch made right there by Jacardia Wright. Looks like Keedrain Callaghan made the tackle on that play. Keedrain Callaghan made the play right there. 1 tackle. Needed that tackle. Got to get this clock ticking. 3 minutes here left to go. Time to punt. Looks like the punt team is out here, guys. So the punt team is out for the Seattle Seahawks. Michael Dixon going to boot this thing away. Time to – ooh, that's going to be a very high punt. I don't know if that's going to have a lot of distance. Yeah, decent punt. They are going to get blown up here. Looks like Beatty gets out to about the 16-yard line. It stops the clock with 2:47. It's 1st and 10 coming up now for the Tennessee Titans. Flag on the play here, too, again. But you know what, man? If Tennessee scores on this drive, then we're going to have ourselves a very close game. There is a flag. Let's find out what this is. Waiting for the call from the white hat. After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, kicking team number 49. That'll be a 15-yard penalty tacked on to the end of the return. And that's a rough one there for the Seattle Seahawks. This will move them from the 16-yard line all the way to the Tennessee 31. So a huge penalty there for the unnecessary roughness. 2:47 here left to go. Jelly Belly, cheers, man. Thank you, Jelly Belly. The penalty is on the kicking team on Seattle. The Tennessee Titans now have the football at the 31-yard line. Under center right now, waiting for the snap. Looks like it is Mitch Trubisky. Trubisky takes it, fakes it. 4-man rush. He's forced to bootleg here. He'll end up tossing this one. It's going to be caught, and it looks like it's going to be a 6-yard pickup. This brings up a 2nd down. We start the clock. 2nd down and 4 here after the catch is made. Looks like it's this catch was made by Julius Chestnut. So Julius Chestnut makes the catch, the 5-year man out of Sacred Heart. This does move the football out to about the, looks like the 37-yard line. I got a 2nd down and 3. It was a 7-yard catch. Single back formation, another handoff to the running back. This time it's good for a 1st down. A helmet comes falling off right here. And this is going to be a strong run by Julius Chestnut again. And 2nd down and 3 becomes 1st down. This will take us to the 2-minute warning. 1st down, Tennessee Titans. 2-minute warning. It's 1st and 10 at the Tennessee 45 when we get back, and this is definitely much more in sync than what we had on YouTube TV. So I'm glad someone called me for the delay there. Wish I would have figured that out sooner. Is Satarian Price, has he played at all this preseason? I don't think so. Real Bill, looks like Real Bill is out for the day. Take care, Real Bill. I'll be here all night if you want to come back. You are only way we get play-by-play without playing or without paying or blackout, says Mr. Jacob Rabbit. I got you, Jacob. I got you. Chest. Oh, my gosh, Rage. Let's see. We've got a good handful of people in this chat. Welcome. We are inside this 2-minute warning. If this is your first time watching, I'm so happy to have y'all with us here today. About 637 live viewers right now in a game that really just genuinely is here for funsies. We are still practicing, guys, getting our snaps, taking a look, and honestly just trying to get into the feel of the pace of the game. I also need to get kind of like more, I don't want to say scripted, but more structured with my commercial breaks because there are so many in football compared to basketball or obviously soccer that only gets the halftime break and the hydration breaks. In baseball, you get fewer. You get almost exactly 18, right? You get 2 per inning unless they do a swapping of pitchers or there's an injury or something like that. That being said, we are inside the 2-minute warning. Let's take a quick look at the Seattle Seahawks schedule here, guys. Next week, on Friday, Seahawks, Chiefs. Then to start the season, and I hate to do this to you guys, I hate to be that guy, but after Saturday, September 28th, we will not have, Saturday, September 29th, we will not have any football again until Wednesday, September 9th. Wednesday, September 9th, Patriots at Seahawks. This is the first game of the season, and it is on Wednesday, not Thursday night football. Wednesday. Week 2, Seahawks at Cardinals. Week 3, Seahawks at Commanders. And Week 4, Chargers at Seahawks. Your top projected running backs scrolling by at the bottom of the screen. Here we go. Tennessee Titans at the 45-yard line with the football in a shotgun formation. Where do they go from here? You got trips on the left and one on the right. It's thrown to that right-hand side. Sheds the tackle, climbs the ladder, picks up 15 yards across midfield. It's Chestnut again, who picks up 16 out to the Seattle 39. First down, Tennessee Titans. The Tennessee Titans. Good pitch right there by Mitchell Trubisky. He's 3 of 4 today after that connection. 1:54 here left to go. Going out of bounds did stop the clock. Break. They line up. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun. 39-yard line, Tennessee with the football. A handoff here to Julius Chestnut. Chestnut tries to find a few gaps here. You'll bring that football to about the 36, so call that a gain of 3. Starts the clock again. It's 2nd down and 7. 2nd down and 7 at the Seattle 36. About 90 seconds left to play in the first half of this game. We will have trivia at halftime. And if you know nothing about Tennessee, that's okay, because I made the Tennessee part of the trivia super easy for you guys. One of the fewest or one of the lowest followed teams in the NFL is the Tennessee Titans. There's going to be a tackle made on the left side here, guys. It goes backwards. It's a loss of 2 yards. It's 3rd down and 9 as that ball comes flying out. It is caught on that left-hand side. Not going to be much. Looks like it's caught by Jaron Kanak. Timeout was called here, though. So timeout for the Seattle Seahawks. 1:07 left to go. It's 3rd down and 9. Seahawks want a chance to get their 2-minute drill going as well. You want to make sure you get to practice those in these games. Let's see. Slow driver. Oh, je ne parle pas français. Grew up in Los Angeles. Fitness Roofer says, Eagles fan here, love the commentary as much as I don't like Dallas. Tight end Mitchell Triggs is going to be a problem, especially in 12 personnel set with CD, Pickens, Ferguson's, and Williams, Javonte Williams. So I agree with that take, man. Shout out to an Eagles fan dropping some love here, man. Appreciate you, bro. 3rd down and 9, dropping back. Mitch Trubisky from the Titans logo delivers a pass that looks like it's caught. I think that's a first down. Alec Ayomanor makes the grab right now. And that's a huge conversion here. 3rd down and 9 from the Seattle 38. Does he grab that? Yeah, dude, he grabs that. It's 1st and 10 at the Seattle 25. First down, Tennessee. 25-yard line. The clock is still ticking here. They're not going to hurry up this offense, but they should do something quickly. 25-yard line. Trubisky takes it. Trubisky looks to the right. He's backpedaling, throws while on the run. It's caught, runs out of bounds, and the official stops the clock as the catch is made by Chamir Dyke. So, 2nd down and 8. Football at the 23-yard line. I think we can turn on the red zone music for this. I think at this point, with 26 seconds left to go, break. Mitch Trubisky has earned the right. 2nd down and 8. Shotgun formation, right hash. Trubisky with 26 seconds left to go in the first half of this game. Patiently waits for the snap. Here it is. 4-man rush coming in. He looks to the right, delivers a back shoulder fade. It's incomplete and stops the clock with 22. 3rd down and 8 coming up after the incomplete pass. 3rd down and 8 after the incomplete pass. William, thank you. B. Johnson says, I just saw that CeeDee Lamb's home was robbed last night via Yahoo Sports. Heard that, B. Johnson. Can you spell quiz? Quiz. You talking to me? Are you talking to me? Shotgun formation, 3rd down and 8 from the 23-yard line. The snap comes in. This is going to be a connection on that right-hand side, but a great tackle made right there. That looked like it was Surratt. Yes, Chaz Surratt makes the tackle 15 seconds left to go. It's going to bring up a 4th down and 7. A 1-yard pickup, timeout called again this time by the Seattle Seahawks. They want a chance to score as well. They're not really going to get one. It's field goal coming up right now. 4th down and 7 at the Seattle 22. This should be a 40-yard field goal at this point. Can't imagine that they're not going to take a field goal here. It would be a 7-point game. It would be a 7-point game if they can do this. Joey Sly to kick the field goal. He's 2 for 2. He's knocked down a 55-er, a 33-yarder. Here comes the 40-yard attempt from the right hash. The snap, the hold, the kick. It's up. It's good, baby. And we've got ourselves a field goal here. Let's do it. 3 more points on the board for the Tennessee Titans. 3 points on the board. It's 16-9. And we've got 10 seconds left to play in the first half. 10 seconds left to play in the first half. Okay. You turn off the red zone. The intensity is getting to me. Where are we at? There we go. Turn that off. Okay, cool. Back to the chill. We're about to go into halftime. Halftime is right around the corner. It's a 7-point game. If I told you that heading into halftime, the Tennessee Titans were just 1 score away from tying the Super Bowl champions of last year, would you call cap? Here's the kickoff, the return, 20-25, calling out to the 26-yard line, and 3 seconds here left to go. They're going to take the knee. It's going to be it. I don't imagine they're going to put Drew Lock in harm's way here at this point. Intensity in 10 cities. Intensity in 10 cities. Hey, hey, ho, ho, LaShawn Korb is in the house. What's up? That was some serious music, says Todd Tier. Yeah, that music was pretty intense, huh? It's kind of on the loud side. Have to turn that down. It is victory formation. There is the knee. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to indeed take us to halftime. So, 13 minutes is what we'll put on the clock right now. Let's reset this. 13 minutes on the board, halftime, and start the clock ticking right now. Looks like the Tennessee Titans will get the football to start the second half. Tennessee will receive to start the second half. And we're going to do our trivia quiz. Let's go ahead and jump into that. All right, y'all. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our trivia quiz. We do this during every single match, whether it's regular season, preseason, postseason, doesn't matter. Let's have some fun. Let's start with question number 1. Guys, do y'all remember this one, Seahawks fans? Which Seahawks running back won MVP 2005 NFL MVP award? Was it Marshawn Lynch, Sean Alexander, or Chris Warren? One of these running backs back in 2005 won the NFL MVP award. Do you know who that was? The correct answer, Sean Alexander. Good job, guys. Sean Alexander is the correct answer here. In 2005, he rushed for 1,880, and get this, 28 total touchdowns that season. 28 total touchdowns that season. Here's question number 2. What kind of animal is T-Rack, the Titans mascot? Is it a raccoon, a bear, or a bobcat? What kind of animal is T-Rack, the Titans mascot? A, B, or C? What do y'all know? The answer is A, raccoon. It's a raccoon. And honestly, one of the coolest mascots, if I'm being honest. For me, this whole getup right here is on par with like the San Antonio Spurs Coyote. I don't know. I like it. It works for me. I like it. Question number 3, guys. Who returned an interception for a touchdown in that Super Bowl? And I'm really, really bad with these Roman numerals. I should have given myself, what is that, 43? 48? I think that's 48. I think that's Super Bowl 48. Maybe someone can fix me right here. Who had a pick 6 in that Super Bowl? The correct answer is Malcolm Smith. I don't even know. It's going to make it hard to... Yeah, it's 48, says Pebble. Thank you. I think it's 48. Yeah, I think that's 48. I don't know. What does a raccoon have to do with Tennessee or the Titans? I don't know. Good question. Dank Bud says Super Bowl MVP, by the way. All right, guys. Who became Tennessee's head coach in 2026? Was that Brian Callahan, Clint Kubiak, or Robert Saleh? We've talked about it today multiple times. It's 48, says B-Dog Reg. How are y'all doing? Who became Tennessee's head coach in 2026? Pretty easy question here, guys. Can't really get this one wrong. It is Robert Saleh, and you can see the different teams that he has coached, not just as a head coach, but as an offensive coordinator, and now where he's at in Tennessee. Went from the Jets, started as an OC, San Francisco, went to be the HC in New York, went back to SF to be an OC again, etc., etc., etc. All right, guys, who caught the only touchdown in Super Bowl 40? Question mark? Why do they do this to me? Why do they do that to me? Is it Sean Alexander, Jeremy Stevens, or Darrell Jackson? It is 40. And the answer is Jeremy Stevens, guys. Caught the only touchdown in Super Bowl 40. It was a 16-yard pass from Matt Hasselbeck. The final score of that one, Seattle Seahawks lost that game to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Still chewing gum, says Slow Driver. All right, I got question number 6. I promise you guys I am going to learn my Roman numerals. Doesn't help that I've got so many of them here. I do know this one, though. Who scored both Tennessee Titans touchdowns in Super Bowl 34? Was it Eddie George, Kevin Dyson, or Derek Mason? And by the way, we got these questions out of the way early in the preseason. These questions will not be coming up during the regular season, just so y'all know. Just so you guys know. The answer was Eddie George. Eddie George scored both of Tennessee's touchdowns in Super Bowl 34, a 1-yard run in the third quarter and a 2-yard run in the fourth quarter. Ultimately, though, Tennessee didn't quite get it. All right, guys, here comes question number 7. Let's go back to something that's a little more breathable. Whom did Seattle select number 32 overall, the last pick of the first round this year in this year's draft? Was it Julian Neal, Bud Clark, or Jadarian Price? Who did the Seattle Seahawks use or pick up as the 32nd overall pick in this year's draft? The correct answer is Jadarian Price, who is not being featured in today's game. He was a first-round pick, the last pick of the draft. Price is RT, the man who came in from Notre Dame, guys. That was the selection for Seattle. I got 3 more questions for you. Let's finish this up. Which name did the franchise use during its first 2 seasons in Tennessee? What name did this team use, the now Tennessee Titans? What was their name during their first 2 seasons in Tennessee? Were they the Tennessee Oilers, the Houston Titans, or the Memphis Oilers? A, B, or C? Okay. The correct answer, guys, was the Tennessee Oilers. In 1997, after the Houston Texans, at that point, the Houston Oilers left Houston, went to Tennessee. They were the Tennessee Oilers until they became the Tennessee Titans, just so y'all know. Okay, question number 9. What is the name of the live hawk that leads Seattle onto the field? Is it Taima, Blitz, or Sky? I think it's Taima, Blitz, or Sky. The name of the actual hawk that leads Seattle onto the field. William Beck, I hope so too, man. This is, I pray you'll get to 1 million followers. I hope so, man. One day. One day. The answer? Taima is the name of the actual bird that comes flying on to the field during these games. And no, a Seahawk is not a real bird, so they just took the coolest looking hawk they could find. And that's its name. Now, the mascot is named Blitz, but that's a different thing. All right, guys, which Titans quarterback shared the 2003 NFL MVP award? Was it Steve McNair, Warren Moon, or Ryan Tannehill? It's the last question right now. Which Titans quarterback shared the 2003 NFL MVP award? A, B, or C? Someone says Seahawks are real with raccoons or Titans. Steve McNair is the correct answer, guys. Sharing it with Peyton Manning. Doesn't feel as good when you share an MVP award with Peyton Manning, who at that time was on the Indianapolis Colts, but that is the correct answer. All right, guys, how did y'all do on that trivia quiz? Mid? Not so great? Did you do awesome? Did you guys kill it? Don't quite know. Let's see. A Seahawk is an Osprey, says Satch Flanagan. Steve's are winners. Dan Fouts, 6 out of 10. Get it done, says Rage. Hey, guys, if this was y'all's first time doing trivia, I hope you had fun. I think I saw a few new names check in for the first time here today during today's trivia. Thank you guys for participating in that. If y'all want to keep playing trivia, guys, y'all can check out Football Nation and do the trivia. Football Nation USA /trivia. Here's the link in the chat in case you guys want to do that. A couple other things, guys, that I want to bring up. We do have a bunch of really cool stuff, knickknacks and doodads, that you guys can get for your man caves. If y'all are looking to pick up some new gear and you pick it up through the Amazon shop that we've got set up on the website, guys, y'all can actually, it would help benefit me, and you guys can find some really cool things. I've actually curated this list myself, and I've gone in and picked out things with different titles. Like, I've got content creator gear. So for those of y'all who might be interested in creating content, let me unplug this real quick. So for those of you who might be interested in creating content, I've actually linked the legit actual camera that we use for these live streams. This is the Sony ZV-E10 II, and you can see not just the camera here, but you can see some of the other additional equipment and additional gear. So if you guys are looking to get your YouTube journey started, y'all can actually use and select the very same equipment that I use or have used in the past. I made an entire list of startup gear and actual gear that I'm using now in year 4. So I've got 2 separate lists right there as well. So if you guys are interested in checking out my personal Amazon shop, there is a link in the chat right there. Cool. And full transparency as well. If you guys do select something from that shop, it does give me a small kickback, so you are also helping support this channel in that process. All right, cool. Tight. We've got about 90 seconds left to go in this halftime break. I got a face for radio, says DJ Gene. Me too, man. Taxing my memory here, mister. Thanks, says Slow Driver. Appreciate you, man. Let's take a look at some of the stats here for today's game. All right, so pretty even time of possession for both sides here. Y'all can see this. Actually, we can do it this way. I'll move this over here. So right below me, guys, where it says first downs, time of possession, 16:06 to 13:54. It's not really that big of a difference, guys. 16 minutes to 14 minutes. First downs picked up in today's game. You can see 10 first downs picked up here by Seattle, 6 first downs picked up by the Tennessee Titans. Let's see if we just let that roll here for just a second. You can see the rushing numbers, the passing first downs picked up. Penalties, 4 penalties actually charged here to the Seattle Seahawks. 3 of 6 on third down conversions for Seattle, 2 of 8 on third down conversions for the Tennessee Titans. That's right there. Fourth down conversions, we have seen 1 attempt by Tennessee, but that's the only one we saw. Average gain, big difference. Y'all can see the average gains right down here. Seattle averaging 4.7 yards per gain. 7.4 yards per gain. Meanwhile, Tennessee at 4.2 yards per gain. Net yards passing, surprisingly, dead even at net yards passing. Take a look at that, 103 to 105. That's a gridlock if I ever saw one. Big difference, though, in touchdowns here. Have not seen any touchdowns from the Tennessee Titans. We have seen 2 touchdowns from the Seattle Seahawks. Let's see if they can score more. It is going to be Tennessee with the football as we start this second half. It is going to be Tennessee with the football when we start the second half. So let's put 15 minutes on the clock. Tennessee about to get the kickoff. Let's reset. Whoops. 16 to 9. 6, 12, 18. Subtract 2 of these. There we go. 16 to 9. Tennessee's got the ball. Reset that. Timeouts, timeouts. All good to go. Time for the third quarter, says Richard. Taco was misunderstood in GB and U. I'm rooting for the Titans, says Soft Boy Neon. Soft Boy Neon, what's going on, man? Welcome in. Slow Driver says Angel Eyes. No, Escott, it will be Mario. Thank you, David Punzo. Rage saying Titans going to the Super Bowl. Talk about rage bait if I've ever seen it. Here is the kickoff, and here is the return out to the 32-yard line. Is it bedtime? All right, little boy. Okay. Say hi to the people, Sammy. Say hello. He's brushing his teeth, learning how to brush those teeths. Now that he's got little teeths coming in. All right, guys. This is why we do it. This is why I do this. I don't really have any other words. I mean, making sure he's got that big smile on his face. Did you use the training toothpaste? You're going to the 1st and 10. Single back formation. Waiting for the snap right now. It looks like it is Will Levis on the field. He'll turn around and hand this off for a gain of 3. Moves the football from the 31 to the 34-yard line. 1st and 10 becomes 2nd down. It's 2nd down and 7 here for the Tennessee Titans. We start this clock. And baby boy, I love you. Yeah, I love you a lot. Okay. Bye-bye, people. Say bye-bye to the people. It's 2nd down, guys. 2nd down and 7. Let's finish this drive, and then I'm going to give you a big hug. Okay, let's finish this drive, and then I'm going to give you a big hug. I think so. Here's the snap on 2nd down. Will Levis bootlegs out to the right-hand side, throws to the second shelf, but that ball was in the dirt. It's an incomplete pass. It brings up a 3rd down and 7. It looks like he was looking for Bryce Oliver on the play. Incomplete pass does stop the clock. Bryce Oliver hit him in the hands. He couldn't control that one. Will Levis with a low pass right there forced Oliver to have to adjust. Doesn't help Oliver's case to look good. Definitely would have had to do some extra work to make that catch. Left hash right now, 3rd down and 7. No thank you, buddy. No thank you. He's trying to brush my teeth too. 3rd down and 7. The snap comes in. The blitz is dialed up right now. Will Levis in trouble. Will Levis is bagged, and down he goes. 4th down. Good sack right there, giggity. 4th down and 7 coming up right now. Jamie Sheriff. Looks like there is a new sheriff in town as Jamie Sheriff gets the sack on the play and clamps down on Will Levis. It's 4th down and 13. Time to punt. All right, guys. I'm going to kiss my baby goodnight, and then I'll be back to finish up this game with y'all. All right, guys, 4th down and 13. The punt is there, and the drive stalls out here for the Tennessee Titans. Hard to win games when you're field goal, field goal, field goal, field goal. 13 minutes and 11 seconds left to go, and we cut to a commercial break. All right. Let's see. What's going on with you guys in this chat? Family first, says William Beck. Give them a good night from all of us. Good night from all of them. Sammy, say bye-bye. So love you. Bye-bye. He's so damn cute. He's so damn cute. Poor Titans. Good night, good night, good night. C says peace. Jelly Belly with the hard eyes. All right, man. Please, not again. Tighten up, says Earth Citizen. Yeah, the Titans need to tighten up for sure. The Tennessee Titans could use, honestly, they need some help. Tennessee Titans need some help. Very true, says Rage. I need a Sammy emoji, says DJ Jean. The Sammy emoji. All right, guys. Well, Tennessee Titans have just given up possession. It's 13 minutes, and 11 seconds left to go in quarter number 3. Plenty of football left to go. It's the last game of week 2. Dave says good game so far. Yeah, it's the last game of week 2. I think a lot of people are a little burnt out on the preseason stuff already because they're not getting to watch the players that they actually want to watch. It's a great game, everyone, says Joe Romo. Much love, says William Beck. Keep him safe from Uncle Sam. Keep him safe from Uncle Sam for sure. Uncle Sam is wild, man. Okay, so I do think Tennessee is going to take a step forward. Not a big step forward, but I can see them getting 5 wins this season. They're going to have a very easy schedule, especially when you compared like that to the schedule that you would see for, say, I don't know, the New England Patriots this year. The Patriots are going to be put through a gauntlet. The Broncos are going to go through a very difficult schedule. Honestly, these Seattle Seahawks are about to get put not on the front half of this schedule, but Seattle's going to have a tough schedule here as well this year. How did Wright look for Seattle? He looked all right. He looked pretty good. Wright looked all right. I thought so. He got his looks from his mom, obviously, says Pebble. Sammy is getting big tune cheese. He really is. Every day that I get to spend with him, I just feel like is a lucky day for me. 1st and 10, a flag coming in. Looks like a false start going to be charged against this Seattle Seahawks offensive line. Flag on the play. It is a false start. Seahawks, 5-yard penalty. Replay. 1st down. Okay, 1st down. It's a 5-yard penalty, so 1st and 15 coming up now. 1st and 15 puts Seattle on their own 14-yard line. Sammy has more hair than me, says B. Johnson. Sammy's about 16 months now. He's about 16 months now, getting bigger every day, though. 1st and 15. Snap comes in at the 14-yard line, looking left, looking right, throwing it up the middle this time. It looks like it's going to be a gain of about 4. Looks like Jalen Milroe is now in on the field for today. It's 2nd down and 14 after the 1-yard pickup here. Velus Jones does make the catch. So Velus Jones makes the grab. Seattle Seahawks on their own 15-yard line. It's 2nd down and 14. 2nd down and 14. You know, that's a cool 3-piece suit, but I really like the tie that this dude's wearing. I've got a similar tie, but that one's solid. I do like that one. 2nd down and 14. Single back formation. At the 15-yard line, Jalen Milroe takes the snap, fakes the handoff. Milroe, clean pocket, flips the hips, decides he's going to run. The scramble, the 20, the 25, the 30, the 1st down marker. 1st down, Seattle Seahawks. A 15, call it 16-yard run to the right, and Seattle picks up a 1st down. Clock stays ticking. The 3rd quarterback of the day, actually the 2nd quarterback of the day for Seattle, Jalen Milroe, Sam Darnold did not get any snaps today. We did see Cam Ward get the start. Mitch Trubisky has had a couple of drives. Will Levis has seen a few drives. He's been terrible. We've got an offset I formation motion on the field. There is the snap. There is the handoff to the right-hand side. Good run to the right. And this time, a solid gain for Velus Jones. Moves this one to about midfield, but there's a flag on the play, so let's stop the clock. Holding. Offense. Oh, brutal. Holding on the offense. Replay this down. Man, what a play to get brought back right there. It would have been another first down. It would have been a strong run right there, but instead, it's going to be a first down and 19 at the Seattle 22. So backed up once again. Here we go. Seattle in the huddle. Tough holding call right there. The officials are now the focal point of the camera as he tucks the flag back in. Tucks in the penalty marker. You can see the white hat counting. He's literally trying to count to 11 here. First and 19. It's going to be a toss to the left side, and the power toss is backwards. This should bring up a second down and 20 as he loses a yard on the play. Football now at the Seattle 21. Going backwards here. Tennessee's third-string defense seems to be overpowering Seattle's third-string offense. Anthony Hankerson was the one who lost the yard on that play. So Anthony Hankerson tackled there by Jalen Holmes, Tennessee's defensive end. I keep seeing the official start his count super late as he starts counting. And I also never see refs use their hands to count. Wow, what a throw up the field. Montori Foster Jr., 24 yards. Jalen Milroe turns a second down and 20 into a routine play. Second down and 20 from the Seattle 21. Jalen Milroe hits a man just shy of the logo. What a throw to Montori Foster. First down, Seattle Seahawks. Break. They line up again for this 1st and 10 across midfield. Looks like just shy of midfield, at the Seattle 45. Jalen Milroe under center. He steps back in motion on the field now by Cody White. He's in trouble. He's got to throw it, looking to the left and trying to find, looks like Arroyo on the play. The pass is incomplete. It brings up a second down. It stops the clock with 10 minutes left to go. Second down and 10. It's second down and 10. Seattle on their own 45-yard line. This game, this drive has gone 6 plays, 26 yards, 3 minutes and 11 seconds so far. Milroe under center in a single back formation. He steps back in motion from Brock Lamp, the fullback. Here's the snap. The fullback there to block. It's a check and release. And there's a throw up the middle. Good catch. Great tackle, though. Stopped at the 50-yard line. Anthony Hill brings Anthony Hankerson down. A little Anthony violence there. Anthony squared. And the result of the play is a third down. So 3rd down and 5 at the 50-yard line. Let's go ahead and change the scrolling text one more time. How about the top wide receivers for fantasy football this year, scrolling by in half-point PPR? These are the projections, guys. No guarantees here. 3rd down and 5 at the 50. Big play coming up for Jalen Milroe. 4-man rush from Tennessee. Milroe airs this out with confidence. Hits him in the numbers, but White cannot hang on. Cody White, the target. Pass is incomplete. 9:05. And it looks like the punt team will come out unless they want to try a 68-yarder. Looks like Cody White was also injured on that play, holding his tailbone here. Cody White slow on that sideline. I think it's time to punt right now. Michael Dixon is trotting onto the field here at this point. Michael Dixon trotting out onto the field. 9:05 left to play in quarter number 3. Trying to, I guess, milk down the play clock. Don't know why he's taking so long on this play clock. Are they going to take they want the delay of game. Got it. They want the delay of game. Little close here. They want to give themselves 5 more yards to work with. Trying to avoid that touchback there. See if they can't pin them inside that 5 and not spill them out to the 20 instead. Okay. So 4th down and 10 now. No surprise there, honestly. 4th down and 10, football on the Seattle 45. Now we can get a clean punt here. Here's the snap. There's the boot. This one. Fair catch signaled. Ooh, they ran into themselves. And looks like a little friendly fire there down at about the 14-yard line, maybe the 13. It's 1st and 10. 1st and 10 with 8:57 left to go in the 3rd. Milroe is cheeks, says GTC Reels. You think Milroe is cheeks? Well, I think the entire Tennessee offense is cheeks, so we'll see how this goes. Dixon is the best punter in the league, says SM3196. Will Mitch Trubisky play again, you think? No, I don't, Top Hat Duke. I actually don't think he'll play again. I'm back for the rest of the game, says David Bacco. What up, David Bacco? E. Ross DeBoss says receivers should have had that pass, and it was probably Milroe's fault, says E. Ross DeBoss. Thanks, William Beck. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, all right, says E. Ross DeBoss. Reading some more of these comments right now. Guys, if y'all are just checking in, you are now joining in on a 16-9 game. It's the 3rd quarter here. We are in the middle of a commercial break. It's 1st and 10 for Tennessee at their own 14-yard line. So far in this game, none of the Tennessee quarterbacks have managed to pass 100 yards. I don't think we expected anything from these guys. Cam Ward was passing 75% accuracy. He completed 8 of 12 for 69 passing yards. Giggity. Mitch Trubisky, 7 of 9 for 49 passing yards. Will Levis, 0 for 1, 0 yards. Yeah, 0 for 1, 0 yards through the air today. As far as Seattle's quarterbacks go, Drew Lock got the start here today. He was 12 of 14 for 103. Jalen Milroe, 3 of 5 for 30. Then as far as running backs go, the running backs for Tennessee have been pretty bad today, and historically they have not been very good anyways. If we look at the running back data for both sides and do the running back comparison, not looking good. And in this game, this is still holding true. Rushing yards per game last season, the Tennessee Titans averaged 93 rushing yards per game. In this contest right now, guys, the Tennessee Titans have a total of 31 rushing yards. The Seattle Seahawks last season averaged 124 rushing yards per game. So far in this one, 106, and we still have more than half of the 3rd quarter and the rest of the 4th quarter, the entire 4th quarter left to go. It is Tennessee with the football. It is 1st and 10 at the 14. It is Will Levis on the field, and it is going to be a running play to the left. A flag came out, and the play went on. Let's find out what this penalty is going to be. 8:50 here left to go as the laundry hits the turf. Oh, Lord, says Rage. Thank you, David. Appreciate you, sir. Thank you, David. Unpopular opinion, I have Tennessee going over 6.5 win total on the year. The AFC South is a mess, says Lucrative. The AFC South is a mess, bro. But you still got the Colts out there. The Colts can be dangerous. The Texans, we know the Texans are typically pretty good. And the Jaguars, well, the Jaguars, their mascot wears Speedos. So, I don't know. 1st and 15 looks like that was a penalty against the offense. This time it looks like Will Levis is going to pitch that forward. It gets out to, is that the 20-ish yard line? Just shy of the 20 at the 17. So 2nd down and 7 after a decent gain. Looks like an 8-yard pickup. Second down and 7, 8 minutes and 19 seconds here left to go. Looks like Julius Chestnut got that 8-yard run. Clock is hot. It's ticking. Will Levis is in the huddle with his boys right now. Break. They line up. Play clock down to 15 as the offensive line is getting themselves set right now. Only the right guard is taking that three-point stance. They're going to hand this off. It's up the gut right here, climbing that right hash as Julius Chestnut picks up another 5. So third down and 2 now comes up. Chestnut comes off the field. 4 carries for 23 yards. Tony Pollard had 2 carries for 12. Carter had 4 carries for 7. Tajay Spears, only 2 carries for 2. Tajay Spears struggled a little bit there today. It's third down. All right, folks, 22-yard line, third down and 2. The Tennessee Titans hand this off and picked up the first down after it all said and done. First down, Tennessee Titans. They move this to the 25. First and 10 at the 25 for these Tennessee Titans. 7 minutes left to play here. Upside, he's Darnold 1 year ago. Lucrative says, as a Giants fan, I've seen post-injury Daniel Jones before. It's not pretty. I'm thinking he's rushing back and will play poorly, says Lucrative. Owens says that Houston will win the South. Yeah, I think they will too, man. Jacksonville could sneak in, but ooh, big run here. This time to the middle again, straight through the teeth of the defense. A strong run from Michael Carter picks up 11 yards. It moves the football on first and 10 from the Tennessee 25 to another first down and 10 at the Tennessee 36. 6:24 left to play in quarter number 3. Good, strong run from Michael Carter brings up his total to 21 yards. Will Levis lines up under center, a single back formation, and Chestnut is the running back here. He gets the carry. Big hole on the right side. Good run for 16 yards. Chestnut picks up another first down. First down, Tennessee Titans. This guy looks pretty good. And that block on the right-hand side, Brandon Crenshaw-Dixon, the right tackle there. What a push from him on that right-hand side. That was a strong push. All right, Pat Coogan is the center. The snap, Will Levis, at least he's got his starting center here. Will Levis takes it. Levis hands this off. Left-hand side, great space away. Chestnut gets to the 40, down inside the 40. Another Tennessee Titans first down. There is a flag on the play, so hold the phone. I saw them immediately go like this, but let's see if it's on the offense or the defense. The official says. Holding. Offense, 10-yard penalty, replay that first down. So it's first down and 16 here, guys. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Kinsey with a big holding call right there, guys. First down and 16 at the Tennessee 45. Robert Saleh seems to be fired up. I will say a touchdown here would tie up this game for the Tennessee Titans. A touchdown here would tie this up for Tennessee. First down and 16. Here's the snap. Will Levis hands off to Julius Chestnut. Chestnut fighting. Dude, this guy is running like this dude is playing with his hair on fire. There's another flag on the play at the 5-minute mark. Jeez, another holding call? 10-yard penalty, replay first down. It's now first and 26. And now Robert Saleh's smile has disappeared. Robert Saleh's smile has completely disintegrated here as he's chewing that big league chew, or whatever he's chewing. I actually have some big league chew, which is funny because I love this stuff. The sour cherry is my favorite. Double holding Tennessee. What are you doing, says Pebble. I know, seriously. Here's the snap, dropping back, looking left, looking right, likes that look, throws it, incomplete pass. It's second down and 26. 4:36 here left to go. 4:36 left to play. It's 2nd down and 26. Great coverage here defensively for the Seattle Seahawks. That man covering there was Michael Dansby, and he breaks up that pass, looking for Tyron Montgomery on the play. Dansby broke that up. All right, 2nd down and 26. 4 minutes and 36 seconds left to go in quarter number 3. Football at the 35-yard line. Tennessee trails by 7. 2nd down and forever. Will Levis going to check down here. Maybe some yards after the catch. Not really there. It's going to be a 4-yard pickup. Call it 3rd down and 22 at best. Clock is ticking once again. 4:20 on it now. You heard that right. 3rd down and 21 is what they're saying. 5-yard gain this time. Can Will Levis convert a major 3rd down? 3rd down and 21. 4 minutes left to play in quarter number 3. On the right hash at the 39-yard line. 11 yards behind the sticks. Play clock down to 5. Levis takes it. The blitz coming in. Levis airs this one out. It's a deep shot into triple coverage here. Looking for a flag. Not going to get one. Tight defense there. And Will Levis, trying to be the hero, ends up a 0. It's 4th down and 21. He was just delivering that into double coverage, and there was nobody open there. Like, just a bad decision. Bryce Oliver may have been the bigger receiver, but with 2 Seahawks players in the way, I don't see any pass interference on that. It just seemed like just a bad decision. Bad decision there. Here's the punt, folks. This is going to go up, and away. And we are going to see a return at the end of this punt. The 10, the 15 to the 20-yard line as he Superman dives to get there through a different player. It's 1st and 10 coming up now for the Seattle Seahawks. Score getting close, says Dave Olaf. How? I need to read this, says JTC Reels. We will have to wait and see, Connor. Going to be a hell of a season, says David. Right? Chewing something like mad. Yeah, he's always chewing something. Will Levis, GT Reels. Man, that was GTC Reels. That was pretty bad. Get her done, Titans. David says, I didn't say this season, but in the future for sure. I don't think Will Levis should have even been drafted. Everyone was like, last year everyone was like, or I guess it was a couple years ago now at this point. I remember when Will Levis was drafted, he fell down past that 1st round, and you can see it on his face. He was trying to smile through it, but he didn't get selected in that 1st round, that huge draft class with Drake May and all those other guys. Definitely fell down the list, and honestly, probably could have slipped down way more. As a 49ers fan, I agree. The Levi Stadium is cheeks. Titans only down 1 score. Double turned to triple. Hunter Henry, top 5 tight end. You think so? I could buy that. I might buy that. My Titans are starting to look like last season. This is not a good development. Are memberships still discounted? Memberships were never really discounted. You're saying like the $1 ones? I don't think I have that one anymore. Let's see. Will Levis sucks, says Top Hat Dude. Come on, defense, says Mr. Jacob Rabbit. Boo to Levi Stadium, says Courtney. Holden Elke says the Tennessee Titans' new logo kind of looks like the Houston Oilers. That's kind of what they were going for. I'm pretty sure they were trying to go for that Oilers look. Crazy that the Seahawks got rid of Kenneth Walker, the 3rd MVP of the Super Bowl, says James. They didn't have the cap space, man, I guess, to keep him. Have faith in Daboll. Brian Daboll, he will resume with and speaks for itself. His resume speaks for itself, says Lucrative. I like Daboll. I just don't think that he was head coach material. Didn't he win head coach of the year, though? Like his 1st year as head coach of the Giants? I don't know. Let's see. 509 on the likes, 569 watching, says Pause and Grow TV. It's a modest live stream today, guys. That's okay. Yes, in 2022, says Lucrative. Here's the snap and a handoff to the right-hand side. Looks like the Seattle Seahawks going to pick up 3 yards through Anthony Hankerson. 2nd down and 7. It's 2nd down. 2nd down and 7. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. Appreciate y'all more than you know. I know I say that often. I say it a lot. I don't want to burn it out. But I'm just so thankful that you guys are here. Y'all are sharing your most valuable resource, your time with me. And I'm just happy that you guys are with us. Top tight ends scrolling at the bottom of the screen. A look to the left. It's going to be, looks like just out of bounds. Right at the line to gain. So that'll be good for a Seattle Seahawks 1st down. It's 1st and 10 now coming up for Seattle. 6-yard pass as Jalen Milroe connects with Ricky White II on that 2nd down and 6 from the Seattle 25. It's 1st and 10 at the Seattle 31. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left to go here in quarter number 3 as the clock keeps ticking. Can the Seattle Seahawks score another touchdown? It's actually not the 31. Looks like the 29. Wait. No, it is the 31. Seattle on their own side of midfield. 31-yard line, working their way towards midfield. The snap comes in. Milroe looks to the right, goes through progressions, throws an interception. User lurk as the linebacker in the middle here. Looks like Anthony Hill will pick this one off. It's a 1st down for the Tennessee Titans. Okay, Anthony Hill Jr., the inside linebacker, was just standing there waiting for that one. Jalen Milroe ties up that football, puts a nice little bow on it, gives it a little kiss, and then puts that right into the hands of the Tennessee Titans. Thank you for that gift. Throws that, just a terrible throw, bro. Milroe is cheeks. Bad throw. Nobody even got a hand to that until it was intercepted there by Anthony Hill Jr. Brutal. Okay. Mario, who's your favorite NFL team? Connor, I'm a Cowboys fan. The Tennessee Titans take over just shy of field goal range. Will Levis will keep. Going to use his athleticism to pick up 11 yards. That's good for a 1st down. Tennessee moves from the 38 to the 27. We're 7 yards shy of the red zone. Less than 2 minutes left to go in quarter number 3. And the Titans looking to tie this up. It's a game, baby. It's a game, brother. Break. Will Levis breaks the huddle. Will Levis breaks the huddle. It's a shotgun formation. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Waiting for the snap. Levis takes it. Fakes the handoff. Runs up the middle himself. Picks up another 4 yards. It's 2nd down and 6 now. Football to the Seattle 23. A 4-yard carry. It's the 2nd run of the day for Will Levis. He's now got 2 carries and 15 yards. Jared Ivey makes the solo tackle on that play. About 70 seconds left to go in this quarter. Can Seattle find their way in? Just shy of the red zone. The line to gain here is sitting at about the 17-yard line. So a toss to the right. Looks like a halfback crack here. Nope. And it's going to go backwards. Yikes, a bad play call this time. Great defense from the Seattle Seahawks. J.R. Singleton with a big tackle on Dearness Johnson. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 8 and a loss of 2. Looks like 45 seconds here left to go. 3rd down and 9. Levis takes the snap, goes through progression, 2nd shelf, and he puts it behind his intended receiver. It's 4th down and 9 with 37 seconds left to go. He was trying to feed this one, looks like looking for Joe Wilson on the play. So Joel Wilson was the intended receiver. Hold the phone. There's a flag on the field right now. Cam Ward giving out high fives at this moment. That was an awkward, is that a high 6? That was weird. Wow. It was 3rd down and 9, maybe a 3rd down and 8. The official says that there were too many men on the field right there, so 12 players on the field for the defense. It'll be a 5-yard penalty and replay of third down. Third down and 4. Now coming in for the Tennessee Titans. 37 seconds left to go. Football at the 20-yard line. And Will Levis, fakes the handoff. He's in trouble. He goes down. Too obvious there. And Connor O'Toole makes the tackle. So Connor O'Toole makes the tackle. Will Levis is bagged on the play. It's now a 4th down and 8. Field goal unit going to come out anyways. This will probably take us to the end of the quarter here, guys. The first thing we'll see to start quarter number 4 is yet another Tennessee Titans field goal. And the Tennessee Titans have yet to score a touchdown today. It's been field goal, field goal, field goal, field goal. This is the end of quarter number 3. All right, quarter number 4 coming up right now. Bring me the horizon. And that's where we're at right now. Okay. Taking a look at some of these comments in this chat here. It's preseason. It's definitely preseason. Boom X says Michael J. Crow Horse. Sly, going to be cashing out my parlays all year. Bride a Bike Guy says hello. SM says Seahawks have running back depth. Walker not worth the money. Yeah. Mario, favorite college football team. I would say the Longhorns at this point. David, thank you, my friend. The refs got lots of money on the Titans. Rage says, bro. Hold my beer, says Rage. Dank Bud said, do people actually bet on preseason? Yes, Dank Bud. They actually do. They actually do. Let's see. Money is money, says Rage. What up, folks? Folks don't bet on preseason. Anthony Claudia says, what's up, Mario? Football time Cowboys. Yup. My favorite college football team is FSU. Michael says never have, just never will. No value. Then 2s keeping job 3s. Try to get job at 2s. What? Can we retype this? Give me an aneurysm. People bet on everything, says Country. They do. Leaving is a piece, but P-I-E-C-E. Inaccurate. No feel bad from terrible QB. So it's like everyone having a Yoda day today. Will Seahawks cover 8 minus 8.5? That's a tough question there, Nick Army. Well, right now they have not covered the spread. If the spread is 8.5, we definitely have not seen that one. I make so much sense betting on the kickers. I make so much betting on the kickers during preseason, says David Neville. Let's see. Who is everyone's favorite college football team? You know, most of this channel, let's do that, right? We're sitting at about 500 viewers. We can totally do Strong Be the Force in You, Mario, says DJ Gene. Yeah, that's kind of what I keep reading here. This or that. College football, NFL. This or that. I'm definitely an NFL person myself. That's just me. A lot of people do prefer college football. Here comes that 43-yard field goal attempt. The kick is up. The kick is good, folks. The kick is good. And we've got 3 points up again for the Tennessee Titans, guys. It is now 16-12, and the Seattle Seahawks are going to get the football back. They are up by just 4. Up by just 4. All right. All good. Another commercial break. NFL always. Questions not for answers. Look within. This is Pride a Bike Guy. LA Chargers, baby. I watch college football and NFL. I like both. Connor prefers NFL. Anthony says Penn State. Nick Diaz says shoot. My dad likes college football, says it's more real. But is it, though, with all those NIL deals now? Is it real with all those NIL deals now? I don't know. Gene. Bolt up, says MX. Nikki saying, go Titans, go Titans, go, go, go. What up, Nikki? Nikki's in the chat. All right, we're not even to week 1. We're going to crush a box of cough drops tonight. I'm probably going to taper down a little bit on the vocal pressure. Pitt, says Dave Olaf. Earth Citizen dropping in for the Tennessee Titans. Really like that logo. It looks nice and clean, if I'm being honest, man. Rage says, wake up, Titans fans. They're going to take a knee right now. The Seattle Seahawks have the football. They'll start this drive at the 35-yard line. Football at the 35. Let's see. Thanks for being here. For the people who need a blessing, says William Beck. It's astonishing. Will Levis still has a job. Being that terrible and still being employed tells you a lot about the state of the country now. Yeah, for sure. Apologies, but I'm not American and have never watched CFB college football. Wouldn't qualify. Wouldn't the quality of play be better in the NFL, says Pause and Grow? Yes and no. Here's the snap. Here's the handoff. This time to the right-hand side from the 35. A modest gain of just 2 on that from Anthony Hankerson. Pause and Grow. Natasha, to answer that. The quality of play is pretty good on the offensive side. We see very high-scoring games in college football, much higher than in the NFL. And that's because the defenses are pretty bad. But all of these great quarterbacks, flag on the play, all of these great quarterbacks played college football somewhere at some time. Let's find out what this flag is. So, like, if you watched Patrick Mahomes in college or Joe Burrow in college, you saw them just absolutely wreck teams. Actually, Pause. If you don't watch college football, just wait till we get to the college football playoffs. 5-yard penalty coming up right here. Holding on the defense, guys. Holding against the Tennessee Titans. That'll be a 5-yard penalty and an automatic first down here. So, first down coming up here for the Seattle Seahawks. The college football stuff is going to be great. Here's the snap. Here's the handoff to the left-hand side. This is going to be about a 4-yard pickup here. 1st and 10 from the Seattle 42. 4-yard run. 2nd down and 6, this time at the Seattle 46. So 2nd down and 6, Seattle 46. This game is just ticking away. Seattle keeping the ball on the floor. Mahomes played baseball, says DJ Gene. Mahomes was drafted by the Detroit Tigers and turned down Major League Baseball money to play college football, to keep playing college football, which is crazy. Here's the snap, dropping back, looking right. Milroe delivers, incomplete pass. Brings up a 3rd down and 6. Milroe, incomplete pass. Seattle on the 46. She says, I'll check it out and get back to you. No. You don't even have to worry to check it out. What I'm saying is the college football games, when we do our trivia quiz, a lot of the questions are which of these superstar players from LSU was Joe Burrow's not just current NFL wide receiver, but also his college football wide receiver, and you could put down Jamar Chase and be right. Here's the snap. Flags coming in. Looks like a false start against the or maybe a neutral zone infraction. Flag on the play. No, false start. 3rd down and 11 coming up. But, yeah, you'll learn a lot. You'll definitely learn a lot. There's no crying in baseball, says LaShawn Korb. Anthony says Cowboys going to the Super Bowl and going to win. You heard it here first. Go Cowboys, says Anthony Claudia. That's a direct line to QB, right, DJ? Let's see. Shoot. 8.5 to pay my rent. Ooh, Nick. All right, dude. You know, if you're struggling to pay your rent, And you're looking for, another sack on the play right now. The Seattle Seahawks go down. It's 4th down and 22. And this is not going to help you at all, Nick. That's going to go backwards. A sack on the play. Truman Jones gets to Jalen Milroe. An absolute crazy 7-man blitz dialed up right here. Looks like a 6-man blitz, but still, they brought the house, bro. They brought the house, and down goes Jalen Milroe. Time to punt on 4th down and 22. This boot, it's gone. Out to the 17-yard line. Couple broken tackles here. A face mask not going to be called. There's the flag that comes in for it. There's going to be a face mask. 12:38. It's got to be. So they're going to tack on 15 yards here from the 30, if I had to guess. Probably get them out to the 45-yard line. It's going to be good field position for the Titans, who have yet to score a touchdown here. Yeah, I can see the official saying face mask. Yeah, it happened right here. Here. I kind of miss officiating. During the return, personal foul. Face mask, kicking team. 15-yard penalty, 1st down. Okay, enforced at the Tennessee 21, so it looks like they're moving him out to the 36. So football is 1st and 10 at the 36 for the Tennessee Titans. That is what it is. Let's see what's going on in this chat right now. They said that penalty was on Seattle A. Smith. So, on the kicking team, Seattle's Smith, Aaron Smith, number 42, the linebacker, was pulling on the face mask. Special teams. Okay, so it'll be a 1st and 10 when we get back from the commercial break. For those of y'all who are left with us, thank you for hanging out here today. Kind of a struggle bus of a stream today. Need to sell my car now, guys, says Nick Diaz. Nick, what are you selling? You're going to put it on the Dodgers? Bro, we got to get you into... Nick, have you heard of our sponsor, Acorns? If you've never invested with Acorns, I'm going to share a little story here with you, Nick. There was one time that I put $10 into my DraftKings account, and I made a bunch of quarter bets. I'm thinking to myself, it's just a quarter. It's just a quarter. Who cares? It's just a quarter. I burned all $10. I lost all $10. I said, okay, let's do another $10. I put in another $10. Oh, man, I ended up making 2 $5 plays. I lost them both. Now I'm out 20, and I'm chasing $20 back. I end up putting $20 in, and of those $20, I ended up winning $5. And my app says, congratulations, in the past month, you have won $5. It did not say you have lost $35. It said you have won $5. It didn't tell me the truth. It told me what it thought I wanted to hear. If you are tired of losing your money to these sports gambling apps, not saying that you can't do the sports betting, but if you're sick and tired of losing money on those apps, busting on these parlays, and then trying to chase your losses, you should genuinely, and I mean this seriously, consider investing with Acorns instead. It's where I started my investment journey. I'm telling you, it will change your life. It's what my wife uses. It's what I use. I've got so many friends who use the app now, and you may not always be on top, but it will tell you if you are up or down, and it will not lie to you and say you're winning when you're actually losing. It's very transparent. That's all I'll say. That's the end of that. Let's get back to this. First pass coming in for Will Levis is incomplete. It's a 2nd down and 10. 2nd down and 10 at the Tennessee 36. Camera is focused on Jeffrey Simmons, who's currently being interviewed. Looks like I might have just missed another play that happened over his shoulder. It's 2nd down and 10. It's 2nd down and 10. 31-yard line. Will Levis is directing traffic. The snap comes in. Will Levis hits the motion man, and that's going to be It's like a 2-yard pickup here on 2nd and 10. So third down now. Third down and 8 at the Tennessee 38. Clock is hot. All right. Vikings are going to cause him many heartaches this year. Yeah, he knows that. It's safer to bet on the weather sometimes. I mean, you honestly might as well at that point. Shotgun formation, trips on the left. It's third down and 8 from the 38. Will Levis waits for the snap. He's trying to get a man to flinch here and make it a third down and short. Play clock down to 4. The blitz dialed up. Will Levis delivers another pass that can't be reached. It's fourth down and 8, and it stops the clock. Flag on the play. Let's find out what the flag is. That's what I'm saying, Pause and Grow. All I'm saying is, if you're going to set a budget for like $100, $500, $1,000 for betting, you might as well cut it in half and put the other half into an investment account. It's that simple. And honestly, that money adds up so fast, dude. It adds up pretty fast. All right, 1st and 10. Single back formation. Waiting for the snap right now. Will Levis under center. 11:40 left to go. Delivers the pitch to the Tennessee Titans logo. Stiff arm there. Ooh, stays on his feet. Keeps going. Picks up the first down. Never touched the ground. That should have brought up a first down. I don't think he touched. Let me watch that play once more. What a throw. What a catch. Dearness Johnson with the stiff arm there. Let's watch that tackle once more. Oh, the knee did go down. Good call by the officials. So the knee did go down. It's second down here. I got a 2nd down and 2. 11 minutes left to go. Under center, it's Will Levis, a single back formation at the 49-yard line, just across midfield. The Tennessee Titans will turn around and hand this off. Dearness Johnson looks like he gets back to the line of scrimmage, so no gain, 3rd down and 2. J.R. Singleton makes the tackle. I'm going to get back up on my feet. Levis is scared of his own shadow, says David. Will Levis is scared of his own shadow. Courtney says, what's up with the weird translator built into the chat? I don't know. I don't know if I can even change that. That might have been a World Cup thing that lingered over. Linger! Handoff looks like this time 3rd down and 2. Julius Chestnut has been asked to clean up the mess, and he does a great job. First down, Tennessee Titans. Chestnut picks up 6 yards on 3rd and 2. It moves the stick. He looks like a sledgehammer back. We'll see how many carries he gets inside the red zone this year. Under 10 minutes left to play. The Tennessee Titans looking to take the lead with a touchdown right now. They may not have scored a touchdown, but they have scored points on many drives here this evening. Hands off again. Great vision. Good footwork here from Dearness Johnson on that run. This brings up a 2nd down and 2nd down and 3 after a 7-yard gain. This also moves the football from the Seattle 43 to the Seattle 36. Football at the 36-yard line. The Seattle Seahawks continue to back up. The Tennessee Titans continue to push in that direction. It's 2nd down and 4, so 2nd down. Will Levis in the shotgun. Takes it, delivers, high pass, and it's going to be incomplete. 3rd down and 4 coming up now. Xavier Restrepo was the intended receiver on that play. Will Levis put that one too high. Mario, I love the Pineapple Express reference. Linger. David Neville says, I made sports betting a career years ago. I agree that it's definitely not for everyone. It takes a lot of emotional discipline and control. Plus, you got to put in as many hours into research like a job. Yeah, I would imagine that the people who actually win that take it seriously and aren't just the weekend warriors. Oh, Looked like that could have been a face mask. Either way, it's going to be a first down. Strong run to the right-hand side. There's a flag. My guess is it's a face mask. And 15 yards tacked on from the end of the run. Robert Saleh seems to be in high spirits right now. I am curious, David, and you don't have to answer this right now if you don't want to, but what made you want to become a full-time, personal foul face mask? That's going to be against the defense. 15-yard penalty. They're calling it half the distance to the goal line. I am curious, David, what's the most you've ever made in a year, and, what's the most you've ever lost in a year? Because I'm sure that knife cuts both ways. You know what I mean? And by the way, there are people who treat their day trading portfolios like a gambling machine. It's not sports betting, but curious to know that there is someone out here watching who is a professional sports bettor. Play action, Will Levis likes to lollipop throw this one, tries to break the tackle. Looks like he picks up no yardage. It's 2nd down and 10. If Tennessee gets a touchdown here, it will definitely be interesting, says David. Even a field goal here would make it interesting. Upset brewing, says David. Gambling is one of the worst things to happen to sports. I agree, Mr. Jacob. You know, I agree and I disagree. Because if it wasn't for fantasy football, I never would have been interested in football to begin with. I love the stats and the analytics of it. Single back formation on the left hash. Will Levis is under center. Will Levis will turn around and hand this off, and it looks like a good strong run from Dearness Johnson on 2nd down and 10 brings up a 3rd down and 2. This puts us inside the 10-yard line. It's a 3rd down and 3, actually. Football at the Seattle 7. At the Seattle 7-yard line, it's 3rd down. Break. We're midway through quarter number 4. Here they go. Can they score here? Tennessee. Will Levis under center. There's the snap. There's the handoff. Left-hand side, he goes down. No, it's a 4th down now. 4th and 2. Do you go for it or no? Type Y for yes, type N for no. Are we going for it or no? 4th down and 3 at the Seattle 7-yard line. Oh, man. Oh, man, here we go. 6:47 and the clock is ticking here. Fourth down and 2 is what the TV says. Offset I formation. They are lined up to go for it. Most of y'all said yes. Will Levis, got to get rid of this. What are you going to do, Will? You got to pick up the 1st down. He hurdles. He picks it up. 1st down. Tennessee Titans. Will Levis putting life and limb on the line to pick up that 1st down. It's now 1st and goal from about the 5. Will Levis gets flipped upside down. He's actually at the 3-yard line as he pops right back up. It's 1st and goal. At the 3. Will Levis under center. 5:55 left to go. Tennessee looking to take the lead. The snap, the handoff to the left side. It looks like it's in. Touchdown, Titans! And Tennessee will take the lead. You have got to be kidding me. The Tennessee Titans are up 18-16, more than midway through the 4th quarter of this game. A 2-yard touchdown plunge for Dearness Johnson. Wow. What a play there. 5:45 left to go. Tennessee is up by 2. It's a touchdown. And here comes the extra point attempt. Can you believe it? So do you go for 2 now? Here's the kick. The kick is up, and the extra PAT is there. It's a 3-point game. The Tennessee Titans taking points where they can get them. They are now up by 3. Who will win this game? Who will win this game? All right, guys, let's do another this or that. Let's do another this or that because I like those right now. Let's do a good one. That's a good one. We'll do that. For those of y'all, let's do this. A this or that. We'll end this. Start a new one. Now, you don't have to participate if you don't want to. Xbox or PlayStation. This or that. This or that. Xbox, PlayStation. Just so I know where you guys are playing your Madden on. Will Levis did nothing on that drive. Yeah, he basically did nothing. Poor Seahorses, says Rage. Titans win, says Deborah. Robert the Bruce Dixon says just get a field goal real quick. Too much time on the clock, says William Beck. Classic Nintendo, says DJ Gene. I mostly commentate some good college sports, but I'm proud with what I do, says Noah. Hey, man, y'all's college football season starts, what, next week? If that's the case? I think it's next week, right? Ride a Bike Guy says PlayStation. PlayStation 2 all the way. Jacob says neither. PC Gaming. Robert says neither. Sea Wine Girl says neither. PS yesterday and today, says Nikki. I grew up on PlayStation, and then I switched to Xbox. And initially, that switch, I freaking hated it. Because on Xbox, the X on the Xbox controller is a blue X, and it's on the left side where the square is for PlayStation. So when I switched from PlayStation to Xbox and I saw hit X, I would always be tapping A instead of X, and it caused all kinds of issues all the time for me jumping from Xbox to PlayStation. Okay, we are 6 minutes away from the end of this game. Both are good, says James. Joe says neither. Robert says mine is PC. Shout out to Sierra. I see an upset, says David. Both PS and PC. Oh, and the Switch. I do like me some Nintendo. Rage says I'd rather have a beer and drink a beer. I'm pretty good at drinking beer. Two different beer songs. God is great. Beer is good. And people are crazy. That's another one there, too. A cold beer on a Friday night. A pair of jeans that fit just right. And the radio on. Dreamcast. Sega Dreamcast. Game Boy. Bro, I've got a whole Nintendo locker in the living room over here. 5 minutes and 45 seconds left to go, Cowboys and Cowgirls. We've got a few more series left to go in this football game. Lead held by the Tennessee Titans, and the football in the hands of the Seahawks. Waiting for the snap right now. Stepping back motion on the field. This time from the 35-yard line. It's a handoff to Anthony Hankerson, and Hankerson continues to run like molasses. Looking pretty bad and on the roster bubble. You can see the disappointment in his face. It's 2nd down and 9 after the 1-yard gain. 5 carries for just 10 yards. He's currently averaging 2 yards per carry. Not really something you want to go brag about. I will say Wright has 18 fantasy points today. Break! As the Seattle Seahawks get back to the line. 36-yard line. Milroe takes it. Milroe looks left, changes his mind, looks right, delivers that pass. Looks like Hankerson gets the catch. He's chased. At least he can prove that he can catch. He does pick up 4 yards on that play. It's 3rd down and 5 at the Seattle 4 after that one. Clock stays ticking. Clock is hot. It's 3rd down and 5, and the Seattle Seahawks are in danger of losing this game. Touchdown Hawks, says Sea Wine Girl. Music says Titans suck, no touchdowns, only kicking. Well, they have scored a touchdown now. They did score one touchdown. The rest of those points did come off the leg of their kicker. Blitz dialed up right here. Milroe does a great job of processing that play. A flag comes in, a broken tackle, a big play inside the 20, all the way across midfield. Hold the phone, multiple flags. Let's find out what these are going to be. A 3rd down and 5 could be a 1st and 10 from inside the 20, but let's see what this call is. Pass interference, offense, 10-yard penalty, replay, 3rd down. Brutal. OPI against the Seattle Seahawks. Pass interference on the offense. Big push off at the top of that route, but I mean, it was the arm extension that the official saw right there. It's the fair call. Terrible spot to be. But it's an OPI, and the Titans are going to smile at that one. 3rd down and 15. Milroe. Snap comes in, drops back, Milroe, frozen rope. It's caught at about the 46, maybe the 40. It's shy of the 1st down. It brings up a 4th down. It's actually at the 42, so 4th down and 3 at the Seattle 42. 4 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. Clock is ticking. 4:26, clock is ticking. In preseason, of course, ladies and gentlemen, there is no overtime. So if this is tied, it's just tied at the end of the preseason game. All right, Sierra will be here. Refs usually win preseason, right, says Pebble. I think so. Shotgun. Trips to the right, one to the left. Here's the snap. Disguised 4-man rush as one of those linebackers comes in. Oh, dude. Jalen Milroe just got hit so hard it took the breath out of my lungs. 4th down and 3, they decided to go for it, and they got absolutely destroyed. Jalen Milroe on the run. Blah. Diabate is in, and Jones finish him. Destroys this man on 4th down and 3. The Tennessee Titans take over on downs at the Seattle 32. I think this is going to be turn around and hand off the football multiple times right now. That should be the end of the game. All right, guys, those of y'all who missed our pregame, once again, the Tennessee Titans in Week 1 will play the New York Jets. They should win that game. Robert Saleh is going to get a chance to flex his new team against Aaron Glenn and the Jets offense and the Jets defense, really. Week 2, much tougher matchup. It's going to be a Sunday game. Eagles at Titans. Week 3, Titans can actually win this one as well. Easier said than done. They've got the New York Giants to face in Week 3. And in Week 4, it's Titans at Ravens. Not exactly a tough schedule. Not exactly a knee-breaker of a schedule, but also not a sit-back-and-relax kind of schedule. The Seattle Seahawks have the Patriots in Week 1, the Cardinals and the Commanders in Weeks 2 and 3, and then in Week 4, they've got the Chargers in a midday game. This is the game that I'm really excited to see. This is going to be Wednesday. You heard that right. Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen, and we will have a lot of football in Week 1 for you guys. Week 1 of the NFL season. I got it right here, actually. So Week 1 of the NFL season. Let's fast forward this a hair. 6 games. We've got 6 games. It's Patriots and Seahawks on Wednesday. Then on Thursday night football, 49ers at Rams. Then on Sunday, 3 games. We'll have the Bills and the Texans, the Commanders and the Eagles, and the Cowboys and the Giants. And then for Monday Night Football, September 14th, it will be the Broncos and the Chiefs. Y'all know that that is 12 teams. That is a good chunk of the league in just Week 1. So if you are a fan of the Patriots, the Seahawks, the 49ers, the Rams, the Cowboys, the Giants, the Broncos, the Chiefs, the Commanders, the Eagles, the Bills, or the Texans, I will be covering your team in Week 1 of the NFL season. Next week, it's those 8 teams highlighted in green. Here's a quick throw, one-handed grab over the top for Tennessee as they're pushed out of bounds at about the 15-yard line. A first down picked up this time on the left-hand side. This catch is made by Joel Wilson. 3:52 here left to go. Should have gone down in bounds. Would have been the smart thing to do. Would have been the smart thing to do. Got to take those knees. Got to hand this off and keep that clock ticking here. If you're Tennessee and you want to win this game. See you guys next Sunday's game, says Sierra. No Raiders, not in Week 1. Snow. We covered the Raiders 2 nights ago. We will cover the Raiders, I think, in Week 2. But we can look at that full schedule after this game. Actually, after this game, I'm probably going to run downstairs and grab a beer and stay live for an extra 10 minutes just to hang out with you guys for a sec. Looks like 2nd down and 7. They keep this football on the ground, and a timeout is called immediately. So the Seattle Seahawks call a timeout with 3:46 here left to go. It's 2nd down and 7. They burn one. Yeah, I think Seattle's probably going to lose this game, if I had to guess at this point. Beer 30, says DJ Gene. Yeah. Dave says, yeah. Thank you, Robert. The Bruce Dixon. Appreciate you. Rage says, exactly. Come on, Tennessee, says Earth Citizen. Bengals, Ravens, Raiders, Lions, Cowboys. Week 1 NFL season parlay. Book it, says Zach Sanders. Thanks, Dave. Appreciate you, man. Cha-ching says, or Cha-chang says, yep. Always enjoy a cold pre-bed beer. Handoff right here. The running back is going to pick up 6 yards on the play. Dearness Johnson makes it a 3rd down and 1. Another quick timeout going to be called by the Seattle Seahawks. So Seattle back-to-back timeouts. 3:38 here left to go. No surprise. All right, guys, how many of y'all would want to see baseball at this point in the season? Just curious. Let's do a poll. Let's do a different one. Okay, we're in the middle of a timeout. This isn't going to last very long. All right, folks, 3rd down and 1. They're going to run this one out to the left-hand side. I don't think they're going to get it. I think it's going to be short. It's 4th down and 1. 3:28 here left to go. The clock is still ticking. And late timeout comes in with 3:25. Final timeout taken by the Seattle Seahawks here. If I were to cover regular season baseball, would you guys watch? Looks like at the moment, it's like 70%. That's not half bad. Can they score on this drive or just knee? Honestly, they might as well try to score on this drive, even if it is just a field goal here. A field goal here would make it a 6-point game. That would force the Seattle Seahawks to score a touchdown. That way you can't get that tie. It's 4th down and 1, but the Tennessee Titans should go for it here. They are going to force Robert Saleh to make a decision. And Robert Saleh in these moments doesn't shy away from a challenge. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Hendon Hooker, the quarterback, in right now. Looks like a quarterback sneak, and I think Hendon Hooker might be short. The officials are crashing in. It looks like they might be short. This could be a 1st down for the Seattle Seahawks inside the red zone. I think Hendon Hooker couldn't quite get it. I think it's short, guys. And they're going to celebrate on the Seattle Seahawks side of things. 4th down and 1. Hendon Hooker could not convert. It's a turnover. It's a 1st down. Seattle Seahawks. Seattle will celebrate on that 4th down stop. Man, way to waste that possession. All you needed was 1 yard, bro. All you needed was 1. Terrible. Doesn't make sense to kick a field goal, says Cha-chang. I missed the poll. I'd vote yes, says JC. Courtney, did you? Okay. Oh, my God, he got destroyed, says Binary YGO. Thank you. Milrow is mid. They need to lock back in, says Alonzo Pope. Cooker cooking, as in cooked. Milroe can't touch mid. Ooh. All right, well, here's Milroe. Here's mid-row. Only if you cover the Seattle Mariners, says Dank Bud. Fair enough. All right, shotgun formation. Waiting for the snap right now on 1st and 10. The snap comes in, the 4-man rush. Milroe pump fakes to the left. He scrambles. He throws. An interception. It's picked off by the Tennessee Titans just like that. Tennessee gets the football right back. Jalen Milroe, we were just talking about you. How mid you are, and this only solidifies that fresh take. An interception on 1st and 10 as soon as they get the football back. The defense of Seattle forces a turnover on downs. The Seattle Seahawks have no timeouts remaining. This is going to be a cakewalk from here. This is pretty much the icing on the cake. Cut 'em, says Robert. That was trash. You need to cut him. Cut him. Cut him. That's a pick, baby. The big uh-oh, says Lee Case. This is the uh-oh song. Uh-oh. 1st and 10 from the 35. 25, excuse me. Here's the snap. Here is the handoff. No surprise, they keep it on the ground. The clock is ticking. It's 2nd down and 9. Football now to the 24-yard line. Mirror was a waste of 3rd down. Milroe was a waste of 3rd-round draft pick. Hawks will lose now. Watch, says Lee Case. This is wild, says Country. If I were Seattle. Yeah, dude, it only solidifies that you're mid. If I were the Seattle defense, I would be pissed. Yeah, seriously. They just forced a turnover on downs, and the very next play, your quarterback gives the ball right back to them. 2nd down and 9. 24-yard line. 2 minutes and 25 seconds. There is the snap and another handoff. Far right-hand side. And a 1-yard pickup here. 3rd down. This will take us to the 2-minute warning. So no need to get too excited here, guys. No need to get too excited. We are going to the 2-minute warning, though. 2 minutes. Those top tight ends scrolling by at the bottom. Did you guys already get to do your fantasy football picks this year? If you have not made your fantasy football, if you're not drafted for fantasy football just yet, it's coming in hot, dude. It's coming in hot. Wow, what an interception, says David. Yeah, me too. I thought the Titans were cooked. Anybody else expecting this? I know I wasn't. All right, y'all. We are at the end of this game right now. The Tennessee Titans likely going to win this match, but it's the 2-minute warning. So if you guys are still watching with me, just curious, what do you do for a living? You don't have to answer if you do not want to. But if you guys want to contribute and be a part of the conversation, let's see what you guys do around the world here, around this country. I am a full-time YouTuber. I was a bartender. Then I became a network engineer. Then I did IT sales. And now I'm a YouTuber. But what do you do for a living? Mario, what's your fantasy football starting lineup? Oh, we can talk about that, Dave, after this game. Accounting, says Binary. Here we go, single back formation on 3rd down and 8. Pressure comes in, just need one clean pass. It's caught, and it's a 1st down here. 1st down, 1st and goal here for the Tennessee Titans. That should be all she wrote, guys. It's going to be victory formation from here on out. That 1st down to Tyron Montgomery. What a pass from Hendon Hooker. He only needed that one pass. Not bad at all. This game's over. Dave says recently fired. CNC mechanic? Happily retired, says C Wine Girl. I love traveling and helping people. Cha-Chang says cosmetologist. That's what my mom did for many, many years. Still doing it, actually. Victory formation. It's 2nd down. I make booties move, says TJ Jean. Ella Corb retired. I was just hoping they'd somehow win. Not today. Not for the Seahawks, at least. I'm a Raider for life. Ride a bike guy says retired. Nikki says classified information. Disability advisor. Full-time troll says James. Okay, that's cool. James Miles says full-time troll. Hope you're on my side, bud. Alonzo says junk removal. Train FBI field agents, says B-Dog Wrench. Victory formation for another knee right here, guys, and that'll be the ball game. This is going to be your final. Players are shaking hands. Retired marketing, Texans won. 22 years, wow. I look away for 5 minutes and the Texans are winning, says Hank. Yep. David, appreciate you, man. He says move over, Joe Buck. I'm a cook in a restaurant called Maple. Dude, I spent many years waiting tables. Many, many years as a waiter. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is the final score. Your Tennessee Titans will win 19-16 over the Seattle Seahawks. That's it. Tennessee, 19-16. Cool, cool, cool. I drive buses for gold miners in Nevada. Retired Navy vet. Okay, I do AC HVAC. LaShawn Korb says disabled. Timothy says retired. Fun game. Engineering and investment in Bitcoin. Brian, Bitcoin. I'm waiting for it to bounce back. I have a hunch. October will be the time to buy. Big says tighten up. Butterfly says I like to enjoy life. Nick says I thought troll was a hobby, not a job. That depends. Depends on what you're doing. Thank you, David Bacco. David Neville says, Mario, you can see the replay system I spoke here. YouTube broadcast, the director, Chargers football, tap live, Chargers. Okay, wait, David, you said, Mario, you can see the replay system I spoke of here. It's brand new. See it being the future for YouTube broadcasters. The channel, the director, Chargers football, tap live, Chargers 49ers preseason. The director, Chargers football. Let's see. Duplicate tab. I'm going to take a look here. Take a look at that stream. Let's go to my channel, view your channel. The director, Chargers. The director, Chargers football. I mean, I see a lot of clips here. What about for live? Watch party, preseason. Let's see. What is he using? What is that? Okay. This is a very cool little thing here. Fan live. Bro, totally use that. Fan live. Okay, let's go check this out. I think you might have just turned me on to something really badass just now, because that is super cool. Fan live. Let's go check it out. Food cart owner. Let me check this out. Fan live. Fan live app. Fan live app store. Fan live. Is it only mobile? How is he doing this if it's mobile? Fan live viewer. Damn, I wish I had seen this sooner. What is this, bro? Okay, I got to show you all this. This is sick. This is actually really, really cool. All right, anybody still watching this? This is very, very cool. Check this out. Check this out down below. I'm actually going to blow this up. This is super cool, man. See if it'll load. I also don't know what the delay is going to look like for this. And if it loads, I'll refresh this page. I think it was just giving me the final. Look, check this out. How cool is this? So here's the drop back, looking left, looking right, throws out there, the catch is made. That was that play that took them just down there to that 2-yard line. And so after that play, they would, reset after this? And it gives you the information right there. So this is during the snap. This is during the throw. And you guys can actually see what's going on. It kind of reminds me of the baseball moments. Here's the Arroyo play. One play at a time, right? So then they get set up. There's the throw to a wide open Arroyo where he gets in for the touchdown. You can literally go in and look at the drives, see some of the different plays, moments, viewer. And I don't know what this looks like in real time, but I am going to star this website. Done. That's going to be a bookmark. It also has interactive highlights in 3D. Is it just highlights or is it real time? Viewer mode, filters. I don't know if this is in real time, but that is super cool. That is super cool. It has real-time stats. Good way to do the replays and show us what went down. Robert says that's great. I love that. I love that too, dude. This is pretty darn cool. Look, here's the kickoff. There's a kickoff right there. And they bring this out, the 10, the 15, the 20, the 25, pushed out of bounds at the – that's so cool, dude. Bro. David, thank you, man. Hold on. I got to – this just changed my whole perspective on this entire football season, bro. What a wild app. What a wild app. This – if this is in real time, if this updates in real time, we're definitely going to use this next time. We're going to try this for sure. Mario Bros. Football. Yeah, it kind of feels that way, but this is super, super duper cool, man. Oh, I love this. I love this right now. They show the field goals here as well, moments. Let's see, drive chart. So they've got the drive chart here as well when it's actually game on. Bro, you can blow this up and see the whole – what, dude? Get the front – get out of here. Look at this. What? You can straight up zoom out and see the whole field, different angles. You can get whatever seat you want here. Bro. How is this? What? Oh, I'm cheesing, dude. This is too cool. This is too cool. The only thing is, how do I drag this around and put this in the right spot? You can literally... Oh, my gosh. I love this. This might be my new favorite discovery. Thanks to David. Holy cow. I'm so glad I stayed live after this. I mean, what? They show the field goals too? Make sure there's no violations involved, says DJ Gene. I do love this new idea. I mean, this is a free website. Fan Live, you can literally just go to the web page and run it. Like, what? This is crazy. So here's the game from yesterday, the Dallas Cowboys and the Arizona Cardinals. It's got all the rules here. Drag to look around. Select different camera, audio modes. You can mute, master, impacts. NFL in 3D. Skip. Skip. But the Dallas Cowboys, Arizona Cardinals play. Evan Hull in at running back here. It's a handoff to Hull. He goes to the left-hand side. He's going to get this out. He fumbles the football here. Oh, bro. No. Por favor. Esto es. This is badass, bro. Hold on. We're going to make I got to make a profile tonight. I cannot tell you how cool this is right here. I am just absolutely fired up for this. Bro, what's the next game we're doing? The next game we're doing on this channel here, I'm all flustered now because this is way too cool. I wish I would have discovered this sooner. The next game is going to be Steelers-Bills. We're going to use this technology for that Steelers-Bill game on Thursday. Holy cow. Holy cow. Yeah, if you use this live, game changer, says Country. That's what I'm saying. Use this in shorts reviews. Oh, what a great idea. So anytime there's a major play that happens, instead of getting flagged like FIFA did, we could use this and show this play. Oh, man. Oh, there's that field goal. Yay! Little fireworks go off on the field goal. Bro. This is way too cool. This is way too cool. I'm about to burn the rest of my night on this app. This is way too cool, dude. We can watch, like, literally any game here. Like, the Bears and Bengals. We can go to this one. We didn't even cover this one. Cincinnati 8 in this game, 27-9. But it's just so neat. I'm so glad someone finally figured this thing out. Because we've been looking for something like this for such a long time. Week 2, preseason, week 2. So then we got to go to preseason week 3 and look at the schedule. We'll go to watch. This is dope. We'll have to see how this works. I'm not quite sure exactly how this works, but I'm going to have to figure this out because this is way too cool. So many activities. What happened to your beer, says DJ Gene. This is way cooler than beer, dude. This is way cooler than beer. I did just find a new toy. This is so cool. Holy cow. Hey, caramba, says Nikki. Going to be a game changer for sure. Can't wait to see what you can do. I'm happy to help. Your being happy makes my night. Dude, you made my night just now, David. I feel like a fool for not having used this sooner, if I'm being honest. This is just so freaking cool. This is just so freaking cool. I'm going to have to rechange everything if this works, though. But it's a good problem to have. Official NFL data via Genius Sports is what it says at the top of this. Whoo, what a play. So cool. Okay. All right, guys. I'm actually going to end this broadcast right now because I want to tinker with these settings. Controversial calls in 3D. Yep, Mario has a new toy. Baseball is cool to have the visuals. It'll be just as cooler. This will be even better than the baseball ones, Country. Let's see. Hey, you don't know what you don't know, says Pause and Grow. Seriously, I didn't even know that this was a thing. What a game it was, says Noah Ronaldo. It was a good one. It was a good game today, too. LOL, no, says Dave Olaf. I'd seen that earlier this week, but didn't know what it was all about. This is really, really cool. I'm super excited. Thank you, David. Thanks a lot, man. All right, guys. Well, that's the final score. The score is 19-16. The Tennessee Titans did win this game. The Seattle Seahawks fell, unfortunately. But, you know, that's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys on Sunday. This is going to be awesome. Super stoked. I'm going to watch this other guy's channel too, David, just to see what the flow looks like on his side. But I am so incredibly thankful that this has been discovered, and I cannot wait to put it to great use. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm done for the rest of the day. Cannot wait to see you guys on Thursday. Happy Sunday to the rest of y'all. And until next time, let's effing go. Peace out, guys. We'll see y'all soon. Take care.